we love gaming. I know I love gaming. I don't know about you all, but I love gaming. Also, I'm gonna take off my hood here because it's warm. There we go. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna try and design. I just hope she chokes on the little, and they got a little toot emote afterwards. Fair enough. Like, I can't say anything about, like, in family disputes, to be honest. Everyone has some sort of thing, I feel like. I can definitely say, like, my father and my father's father is a bit meh. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, and mostly every family has something. Ooh, that was a good drink. Okay, time for voices. Nadia, would you stop already? No one in the family likes her, not a single one. Huh. And still somehow she managed. Oh, oh, scratching. Where did are you still here, Gaddy? You disappeared. I just realized. What do you want? It's about Duruk. Would you please hear me out? I fail to see why I should. Now, if you excuse me. I am. Fair enough. I was just wondering because sometimes you either fall asleep or do something else when you become quiet. Just losing brain cells in... Oh, Unite. For some reason I read it as Unity. I was about to say, ooh, nice, but yeah, now I read Unite. Fair enough. Well, you know what they say, gold diggers are good at digging in. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. I fail to see why... I'm trying to remember what sort of voice I gave. The only thing I remember is tired. I fail to see why I should. Now, if you excuse me. Hold it! Nayuthan. Well, I'm gonna try and actually do it. Those bracelets in Unity would make sense than Unite. Yep, it does. Mostly because I don't do Unity, but I do Unreal. Oh, I actually gotten pretty far in my Unreal thing. I am capable now of actually moving my character, attacking with my character. When I have attacked with my character, the next... Well, technically not next, but it is unuseful, that character, because it's used its main function. And if there's no more characters in my rooster left, the other two characters will move each after each other when it's their turn. And when their turn is done, I'm capable of moving again. And I can also destroy them whenever I attack them. I've actually gotten pretty far with the main concept of the game. I don't have anything fancy like area attacks and shit like that, and believe me, I just realized that is gonna definitely be... Roster, thank you. Yeah, I know what a rooster is, it's just for some reason I wanted to pronounce it like roster. I have not heard that whatever it is, word enough, so I actually like remember it. Well, you have bad internet, losing ranked games, and your teammates just going off on their own, getting themselves killed rather than getting points, you start to lose brain cells. Absolutely fair. But yeah, so I've managed to do the main things. Area attacks is gonna be a pain, I think, to do. Oh, technically not. I can always check each area I attack and check each enemy if they have that, and then damage them. Because right now I have a very specific thing that it just, when I attack, I'm done. But I could probably try and do something specific as well. Because right now I can only choose a enemy and attack them. I can't choose a tile to attack, I have to basically choose an enemy. Which means if I do that with a normal attack, it's just going to do that. But if I have an area attack, I perhaps want to do in the middle. It's fair enough. Mostly the last part, but would personally lose patience. I think I'm very difficult losing patience. I only lose patience if there's a reason to lose patience, and it's like when something is extremely unnecessary. Okay, I was about to pronounce his name here. What's going on? Nayuta. Jesus. Are you afraid of what I might have to say? If not, then there is no harm in listening, right? Very well. Speak. But make it quick. Well, there is apparently quick enough so I couldn't read it because I managed to press the button. Wonderful. Why does everything have to be so difficult with you? I think there's one thing that is not difficult with him. Punching him in the face. He's too slow. Well, I also had to do X assignment and do an online exam that's actually contributed a lot of points for my grade. In the span of 2.5 hours, I'm just tired in general. Yeah, I can understand that. I've never needed to do that many at the same time. So, to be honest, prompts for you to actually do that many for that short span. Whereas playing Unite after that was not a good idea. Yeah, true. True, I guess. So, I know you'll be prosecuting Daruk's case, but aren't there any other prosecutor in this country? Nope, they quit. Why does it have to be you? Her Eminence, the Queen Garan, personally requested that I serve as prosecutor. Not to mention my overthinking. Yeah, I did read that. I can sometimes overthink as well. She did? That would make it hard to say no. And why did you do that? Because you... What's up with the butterfly over there? Hold on, do you see the butterfly over there? To the left. Butterflies ain't supposed to work like that. Ayo! Hold on, what's going on with the butterfly? Do you see the waving pattern the goddamn butterfly has? Hold on, what's going on with that bugger? Hold on, I can't stop looking at that thing now. No, I'm gonna have to stop looking at the butterfly. The butterfly behind him worked well, but the butterfly to the left of him is... It is having a trip. I don't know what's going on with the goddamn butterfly. It is on LCD. I don't know what's going on, but good lord. That thing can't fly for shit as some... It's like a bumblebee. It's not supposed to be able to fly, but it does. Well, I'm half Hungarian, so when the blood boils, it's full throttle, and the fuse becomes non-existent. Understandable. Her Eminence thinks highly of my prosecutorial skills. Still, she didn't have to ask you to handle a case against your own father. But perhaps she wanted to. Be honest, you really don't want to do this, do you? You speak of love and sentiment. Mate, you're talking about your holy mother as how she cares about all, and now you're talking about like love and sentiment means shit. Oh, yes. I was wondering why it felt weird to say LSD. LCD, yeah, you know what I mean. Because it was like, I know there is something called that, but not fully. I'm gonna say the butterfly don't seem to be glowing. If a butterfly glows for you, then I am pretty sure you're on whatever that is. You're the one that is on that LCD. I guess so. I do not deny such human emotion. You sure? You seem to deny them a lot now. But the law is the law. And placing personal feelings above it is beyond reprieve. Well, fuck you too, I guess. Yeah, I accidentally pressed C instead of S and just looked at the word for a few seconds like, wait, that ain't right. Yeah, like for me, I couldn't remember. I was just like, there is something called that. But it still feels wrong. But I can't complain. For some reason, I always want to press P whenever I'm supposed to press B. Don't know why, they're miles away on the keyboard, but I still go for the P. Do you disagree? Well, no. I don't disagree, but... Civilization only exists due to confines of the law. Without the love and sentiment, would like the fertile soil they need to flourish. Yes, I always go for the pee. Better the pee than the poo-poo. It depends on if I have time and just enjoy sitting there for a moment. How do we even start with this conversation? But yeah, I'm not joking. I actually go for the P letter instead of the B letter. Do you disagree? No, but the law must be obeyed. This truth sits above all else, including personal feelings. Therefore, whether or not I am the son of the accused is of no consequence. You sure? You're probably gonna cry yourself to sleep afterwards. Hopefully, if you don't, I'm pretty certain you're gonna look for John Connor afterwards. It is that simple, or would you say otherwise? Like Ren George once said, every poo-poo time is a pee-pee time, but not every... Do you know the worst part? There's sometimes whenever I look for work where they have these weird tests, like, oh, look for the pattern, which one is the next in the pattern. And some of them are also like the word things. And they actually have like, there's always a tree in the yard, but not every tree is an apple tree. What is a true thing? You look at that sentence again and see the similarities. It kind of sounds like one of those tests. It's like, okay, what is a true thing? Yes, every poo-poo time is not a... Every pee-pee time is not a poo-poo time. I don't know why. That was just what came into my mind right now. I have no problem with some tests, but some job searching tests are way too fucking long for no goddamn reason. Especially talking to Naya, that was bullshit. Come on, Apollo, tell him how wrong he is. But don't you know, wish it wasn't that way? What am I supposed to do? He is, in a sense, is right, but apparently he is a fucking Terminator. It appears I wasted my breath on you. Yeah, and I'm getting the feeling I wasted my breath on you trying to stop you, so walk along, I guess. Well, thank you for that, Athena. Thank you very much. Still spewing empty words devoid of meaning or consequence, I see. The problem when I do his voice right now is I speak with too much air. That is why I'm like stopping in mid-sentence, because I'm just You putrid red pepper. What are you then, garlic? Or whitest one? Okay, that was not the sentence I was actually expecting to myself to say. I was talking about his clothing, but... fair enough. It's like he's trying to cover something up with his pretty words. Are they actually pretty? I feel like they're more empty than anything. Apollo, I'd cut back on the debates with him if I were you. Same. Just stick to questions like the one you wanted to ask. Who Drew cares about? Nyotha, I wanted to ask you about that hostage situation. Pretty words can be empty. Yeah, I can agree there. Inga said he had someone dear to Ruruk in the palm of his hands. Ah, bastard in front of you. And empty words can be pretty. Yes. And he was using that person along with his hostage as leverage to obtain the orb. That's news to me. Well, that's what Inga said. We should have recorded the goddamn call. Yeah, he's talking about his son because he is the justice minister. Who does the justice minister handle? The prosecutor. The main prosecutor is his son. So, yeah. I had no choice but to follow Inga's demands after he heard that. So, who do you suppose this special person is? Well, reasonably, it's this guy. I kinda would hope it's someone else, just because, please, not this guy. I wouldn't know. Yeah, sure. Either that or both of you might have a younger sibling, I don't know. Hey, Nertha. About what you just said. And here we go again with the League of Legends ultimate attack. Oh, that really hurt. What the heck's going on? I'm wise to your tricks, you Juju Pepper. That bracelet reacts to the anxieties of the people around you by squeezing your wrist. But know that I know how it works. I can make it tighten around your right wrist anytime I wish. So why did you always use your beads whenever you did that? Consider this a warning. Well then, remove it from your wrist and clunk it in his head with it. I'm pretty certain this thing is solid. Like, I don't know how big that thing is, but I'm pretty certain this thing is, like, his bracelet is solid as heck. I don't know why I said heck for right now. I don't know how it did it, but it renders my bracelets useless. Or my bracelets useless. Such devil is powerless in the face of the Holy Mother's blessings. Huh. So, I'm gonna use that floating cloth thing and tighten it around his neck. Fair enough. Also, how is it always afloat? I'm pretty certain he has like a big ass fan on the back. That would be kind of interesting. Him turning around has an electric fan behind him. It looks like her special power won't work against Prosecutor Sadman, Apollo. Well, we'll have to try something else. Punching him? You're right. We'll just have to ask Daruk about this. Move along. It appears you intend to go through with the trial. You have no hope of winning. Nah, it's floating by the power of delusion on fairy dust. Nah, I think it is hot air from his head that does it. Grow up, Mr. Justice. We are no longer children, you and I. I'm not the one who needs to grow up now, Naruto. In case you didn't hear, I won my last case against none other than Mr. Right. It can also be it, yep. You tell him, Apollo. To be honest, you have lost against all of us. Give up. Wait, has? Yeah, actually. This bugger has lost to every single one of us. He has lost to Apollo in Truce's trial. He has lost against Athena in With Soba's trial. He has lost against Mr. Right in Maya's trial. He hasn't won a single one, yeah, exactly. Is he mad? I can never tell with him. He's always mad. He's mad like the Mad Hatter. This trial is different. Your foolishness will only earn you a death sentence for aiding and abetting a criminal. And those who die as criminals are doomed to be reborn in the next life as something lower than a bug or vegetable. You will be lucky to return to this realm as a patch of mold. you do understand mold is like a fungus. So, mushroom? That's not... Well, wait, hold on. Mold is a fungus, right? I am not just like... take the piss out of that one. I was about to say it's basically like moss, but it's not moss. It is mold. Thank you. So, yes, mold might be pretty harsh, but... he's basically telling you you're still around plant life. Basic. You're very close to being a flower. Just not pretty, really. Well, probably mushroom. Mushroom is a mushroom. It's still like a plant family. Or something similar. If you wish to avert such fate, abandon this folly before it is too late. I don't care if I end up as a dollop or of blue cheese dressing in my next life. I'm gonna defend Daruk in court. But this says a bug is a lowly creature. I'm very enlightened. Good luck. True. Bees. Yeah, that's fair enough actually. Know this. I intend to prosecute the accused with all my might. No matter what you say or do. Consider yourself warned for now, if you excuse me. Prosecutor Sandman knows his father will be publicly executed if he's found guilty. Yet he won't show even an ounce of mercy. Nah, he's not changed, he just have a chain around his neck. But to be honest, he is kind of weak if he's just capable of going along with everything going on here. Not just bees, many more. And don't forget arachnids. I know many more, I've just thought bees because that's what many people are talking most about. Also, when you talk about arachnids, do you mean like they get rid of flies? I'm trying to figure out like what is... I'm not complaining about arachnids. To be honest, like I probably have a few spiders here in the house. I don't really give a shit about them. They can walk around making webs however they want because they take care of flies, but yeah. I just allow them to do that. If I don't want them in here, I take a piece of paper and just get them outside. Yes, okay, so flies. Fair enough, actually. What the hell would... Well, other than frogs. Frogs would probably also take care of flies. I was about to ask, like, what would actually take care of flies if there wasn't any arachnids? A few creatures, to be honest. There are a few creatures. Yes. We're gonna save. Without spiders, we would have tons of insects everywhere. Yeah. Absolutely fair. As I said, I don't have any problem with spiders. Sure, would I want them to crawl on my hand and like my arm and stuff? Not really. But I have no problem with them, really. Temple. Maya passed out right after we found her in the tube. Wait, are we Phoenix now? I just read something, but I didn't see. Yeah, we are. Okay. She's been out cold ever since. We haven't been able to get a word out of her. The doctor said it's just exhaustion, but I can't help but worry. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you alright? Yep, I'm just thinking. That's all. I'm glad you're here, Edgeworth. I wouldn't have gotten this the permission we have without you. Well, I wouldn't come all the way to Khura'in to be useless. Speaking of investigation, I received a few things from Detective Sky. Same. I like spiders, I just don't like them on me. And I only really get uncomfortable with the big and hairy ones. Yeah, I don't know what I would think about them, but that's because we don't have them here, so can't really say much about that. What did we get? Oh, Inga's autopsy report. Thank you. Tomb diagram. Thank you. Tomb crime photos. Thank you. I can't thank you enough, Edgeworth. Honestly, I have been so lost without him these past few days. You there, the barbed head lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Wait, hold on. I don't think this is the princess or, you know, priestess, because yes, they do call us barbed head, but they've never mentioned our name. Ah, that explains it. This is a royal guard, so I'm guessing the priestess did call for this guy, but he uses the normal name as well. You're from the Grand Royal Guard, right? Sure. Wait, hold on. I was reading some of it, but I was about to speak. You are His Eminence shoulder rubber. Also, your name is Lackey. Is it like Lackey? Are you someone's underling? Fair enough. He's a lackey. Yeah, you had the same thought. You actually had the same thought. It just took me a while just because I ended up reading Her Eminence shoulder rubber. Well, you at least have 2 different jobs. Congratulations. Lackey. Yeah. Lackey. Oh, you mean perhaps you do spell it wrong? I thought it was me pronouncing it wrong, because I do that sometimes. I know at least what you're talking about. That's very specific. And what does the royal shoulder rubber want with me? I love you mentioned the second job. Wait, come to think of it, my children. Both, fair enough. I won't be absurd. I'm here for the one purpose only. I am to bring you before Her Eminence. Spelled it wrong and you're saying it wrong. How the hell am I supposed to even say it then? Hold on, I'm gonna go to Google. I'm gonna listen to Google here. Apparently Lackey, which does actually explain why his name is Lackey. That okay, then I understand actually. So basically how he is spelling his name is how you're pronouncing it, Lackey. Alright, fair enough. I think I'm just... Wait, do we have a Swedish word for it? Because I'm pretty certain we have like lackey or something, which I guess is why my brain just goes to, oh! So I guess that might be just it? Yeah, okay, I guess it's just my brain goes to Swedish. And yeah, what's up, Gunny? Queen Grand Priestess of Kurai. Will you comply? What if I don't comply, what would you do? The Queen. What you want with me? Probably say, back the fuck off, I guess? And why does he have to shout like that? Because it's windy outside. I can't fathom why Queen Garam would summon you, but I advise you to accept Her Eminence's gracious invitation. A royal shoulder rubber lackey was it? May I join Mr. Wright in his audience with the Queen? The name's Lackey, L-A-H apostrophe key. The funny part is that it's kind of like, when I actually searched up how to pronounce it, that's how they basically spelled it in there. And praise the omnipotent Queen Garam. Her She has already foreseen and approved your request, Chief Prosecutor Edward. You both come with me. Fair enough. Oh, you mean to say Queen Ground seems sort of... Ah, yes, indeed. Her Eminence spiritual power is immense. Ah, lol. It's just funny. I wrote it, but you Google how it's spelled. Oh, fair enough. You can even see what's going on thousands of miles away. Right. I fear I'll lose my hearing next if we don't hurry. Yeah, me too. Why would the Queen herself summon me personally? Simple to tell her to back the fuck off, I guess. Well, we can go everywhere we want, so... Okay, let's just go here, because we don't want them. Yes, edgy boy, Edgeworth is here. So we have Lucky, Lucky 2, Lucky 3, Lucky 4. Ah, the Bob's Head. Lawyer has arrived. We bid you welcome. And you as well, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. She can see anything, she's all-seeing, but she didn't see the death of the king, alright? Yep. Yeah, thank you. Nah, she still have the, like, goddamn Disney villain outlook, I feel. This place is still magnificent as last time. We have heard much about you, Bob. It seems your beloved son tomfoolery tend to leave our court devastated in their wakes. No, we leave it devastated because it was already rubbish. It's just that we cleaned it up, and apparently you don't know how cleanliness looks. Is that what people have been saying about me? Right. Where are you, manners? Your Eminence, I'm both humble and delighted to be in your presence. Your Eminence, glad to be here. Looks like you're doing well. Except for one less king. It is alright. There is no need to keep your head bowed all day. Bowed all day. Bowed. Yes, you're right. Fuck, for some reason... Yes, Your Eminence. You're standing there silent. Raifa's not looking too good. I guess even she can just bounce back from her father's murder. So, what can I do for you, Your Eminence? We wish to question you about something related to the case at hand. Perfect, because I have a few questions of my own. Alright, speak. We fear we do not fully comprehend what has transpired. So is that we summoned you here to further elucidate the situation. Is it true that my husband Ian had been seeking the Founder's Orb? That's right. He wanted to trade a hostage for it. And still he can't gain any power from it. Why? Because he can't gain any power at all from it. I don't think it's like a third party kind of thing. Yes, you need to have a spirit medium. Yes, you need a face and name. Problem is, it's only the spirit medium that can basically summon the spirit. And yes, they will take over the body, so in a sense the third person thing works. But it's basically they that have the power to actually summon the spirit, so... That's why he abducted Maya Fey. Insolent fool! You mean she basically just whacked me in the head with the staff? That's a lie I say. Father would have never done such a thing. But it did abduct Maya, that much is... I will not stand here and listen to this nonsense. You will pay for this, you... Is it just me, or is it like adorable when you just hear the cartoon each time she does that? It's like a child want to just get angry and can't get angry and just have a squeaky hammer. I know it probably hurts more, but it's just the sound of it. It just makes it adorable. That's quite enough, right? We understand your feelings, but we fear he speaks the truth. For we believe we know why your father would do such a thing. We believe he was seeking the orb as a means of obtaining spiritual power. Nope. Just make me wanna slap her to Kingdom Come even more. Yeah, fair enough. It's just like she's trying to act older than she is and just ends up more childish. And with it, he intended to usurp the throne. Like, he was your husband. Doesn't he already have like as much power with the throne as with the justice system? Or is it like the husband is nothing more than a little, I don't know, whatever you call it, trinket something? Mother? What do you mean, Your Eminence? Inga was planning a coup. He was dissatisfied with the current administration. And his secret police was the primary instrument of his treason. The secret police? They came up during the High Priest murder trial too. And a little force under the direct command of the Minister of Justice, in this case Inga. Clear evidence that her father kidnapped someone. No, my father would never do that. Are you blind or just stupid? Probably just stupid, and I also would say child. She is barely a teenager. I'm pretty certain she was like 13. 14. Okay, that's 1 year older. She's barely a teenager. The man who was hunting down rebels as Lady Kira was a member of that group. Indeed, Inga turned that one proud force into his own private army. He intended on using them to launch a coup as the assassinators. Your enemies had no control. As much as I shame us to admit it, Kurine is not the unified realm it would appear to be. We are truly sorry you have had to witness the dirty underbelly of a kingdom. How could father? But now that Inga had not have become king simply through our assassination. For in Kurine, only those who possess spiritual power may sit on the throne. I see. That explains why Minister Inga was seeking the father's orb. Kids younger than her can accept their parents doing bad stuff and being bad people, but she can't, so her age is no excuse. Only thing left is her lack of grey matter behind the frontal lobe. Yeah. And her uprising, I guess. She is kind of spoiled. So for her, everything is fine because they are the rulers, they've already been right. And now when they are wrong, it's kind of, nope, it doesn't exist. So frontal lobe and uprising. Part 1. Do you recall the man known as Peace, Love, and Understanding? Jesus Christ, his name. I completely forgot about Peace, Love, and Understanding. What about him? He was involved in Inga's machinations. Inga had bought his loyalty, ordered the man to steal the orb, and cover up the theft. And then he sent the orb to the US for Dr. Buff to study. It's all coming together. The capture of the infamous villain Salmon. It may prove it to be the crowning achievement of our reign, Jesus. Now, perhaps the kingdom may return to the peaceful new. Oh, what a joyous day. I am not gonna try to do voices for these ones. I can look at pronounce it correct instantly, but to trip over way easier. I don't know! I don't know how it works. I have no idea how I managed to actually pronounce that, but cannot pronounce easier things. My brain is a mystery, even for myself. She's sulking. Of course she's not taking it well. About that incident that occurred 23 years ago. The one in which Daruk was accused of assassinating Queen Amara. Yes, he set fire to a private residence, burning my dear sister alive. Murder by arson. I am getting weird trips of like Maya's case in the first trilogy. Because she is here now, she wasn't here 23 years ago. But now she is here after her sister died. Coincidence? Only a demon could be capable of such a heinous crime. But that even also set the stage for you to become queen, exactly. What did you do before you were crowned queen, Your Eminence? As part of our training to be queen, we served in many different governmental positions, the longest of which was as the previous Minister of Justice. It was in that position that we were best able to support our elder sister, Queen Amara. Interesting. As her husband's position, or at least was, and then you ascended to the throne. You passed the Defense Culpability. You passed the Defense Culpability Act. Interesting that she started that then. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. What prompted you to pass something like the Defense Culpability Act, Your Eminence? The assassination of my dear sister Amara, when the infamous villain Daruk Salman was apprehended. He announced that he would act as his own lawyer. The moment she said the former queen was her sister, she instantly rose to #1 suspect. Apparently our chat is now infested with elves. Welcome, Bloomy. I hope you also have a wonderful day today. Also currently in ad jail. Yep, I can see that there is an ad break going on. There we go. We have a cookie in here. We have a wonderful elf cookie. We have a wonderful gloomy elf cookie. Just don't bite the elf. No biting elf. Daruk had been an extraordinary talent lawyer and highly esteemed by the people. Absolutely, I'm gonna shout you out. You're a wonderful beam. Absolutely wonderful beam. But he falsified evidence in an attempt to win in his own case. I see. But when the truth of his fabrication and the assassination of the queen came to light... Yes, hi, no bite please. Yes, don't bite the gloomy cookie. Don't bite the elf cookie. The people were devastated, and trust in the legal system plummeted. Now, why does that sound familiar? Don't blame me! It was another lawyer who did that. Yeah, I wonder. Don't blame me. Welcome back from the freedom. They're like, ad is so weird. Sometimes it takes you 20 seconds, sometimes it takes you the whole ad break. I have no idea how that works. But yes, welcome back from the ads. We haven't really missed much. Apparently, Edgeworth here was just mentioning about falsifying evidence and apparently looking at us, which we never did. We were accused of it, but we were not the one who did it. In Kura, the Hall of Justice is a sacred space, where the victim receives their last rites. Apparently here we do it in church. Should people lose their faith in it, the kingdom will be shaken to its very core. That is why the Defense Culpability Act had to be passed. It was the only way to keep a legal system from tumbling into the abyss. So that's how you sought to eliminate the use of perjury and phony evidence, huh? But that law is what made lawyers go extinct in your kingdom. Now there's no one left to defend those who have been accused. We see how you could take issue with such a reality. However, we have not banned the act of lawyering itself. No, we have basically just said you are allowed to be a lawyer, but you might as well die if you do. Those who are confident that they can prove their client innocent are always welcome to mount a vigorous defense, as you yourself has shown. Well, I guess so, but without lawyers there's possibility of false charges being filled and prosecuted. So long as our prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials. Oh, fuck off. They're hiding a gun behind a smile, they really do. As long as our prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials. Mate, they were only perfect because no one was there to bust them. That is not perfect. There's need to be fear of such nefarious dealings. Do you disagree? Yeah, I do disagree. Perfect prosecutors and their perfect trials, huh? Let's not get started down this path. Furthermore, here in Kuran we have the divination seance. And so we no longer need lawyers, for the dead do not lie. The last dead did actually lie. Well, in the short time I've been here, I have beaten back false charges twice. And I have found that cases built on the memories of the dead are less than perfect. So yes, I do take an issue with the Defense Culpability Act, to say the least. Such relentless rhetoric. Your reputation precedes you, barbed one. It feels as we ourselves are being cross-examined. No, that wasn't my intention. It is true that some feel that the Defense Culpability Act is a necessary evil at best. Not really. It's just a matter of seeing it from the correct perspective. Technically, yes, everything there. Both the perfect prosecution and the divination seance. Because we already said the divination seance. It's good, but it's as they have said, it's used to be a evidence, not a matter of the full truth. And yeah, then basically it's like, it's not perfect. It's far from perfect. You're just gonna have to look a bit deeper. But you don't need to look so deep when you already have said he has done it. It kinda looks like it. We're done. But it's a small sacrifice upon which the peace of our kingdom has been forged. You say peace, but ever since your husband did the dealings with special military and with the false charges, many people have actually decided to go against you. Don't know how many, but I'm pretty certain it's a few. Oh yeah, that's true as well. If you consider executing innocent lawyers a small sacrifice, then sure. The fact is that following its passage, the crime rate here in Kurain dropped markedly. Nothing is perfect. The moment you declare something is perfect, it becomes the furthest from perfection. Yeah. Therefore, we have no regrets concerning the enactment of the Defense Culpability Act. Really? Not at all. You shitting me? Right. Why don't we leave it at that? This isn't a court of law after all. Yeah. I'm just imagining gritting his teeth and just saying, yeah. About the founders that was to be exchanged for the hostage. It went missing after the murder. Would you happen to know anything about that? It's missing. I'm sure Daruk had it when he went into the tomb. If it wasn't there, I have no idea where it could be, Your Eminence. In that case, then perhaps Daruk has hidden it somewhere. Incidentally, there is the matter of that horned youth you were with. Oh, you must be an Apollo. From his odd hairstyle, may we assume he is to be relative? Perhaps your younger brother? No, you got it all wrong. He's Daruk's son. Well, more like foster son. They're not actually related by blood. Daruk's. Your Eminence! I don't know what voice I did there. What's she whispering? That... Are they gonna comprehend Apollo just for being his son? They should do that with the other dude as well then. Thank you for your time. The two of you may go now. Yes, Your Eminence. We'll be on our way. Okay, now what? Apollo and Athena have the murder scene investigation covered, so... Maybe we should go speak with the locals over the bazaar. Yeah, I want to be far from here. It's just creeping me out. Either gonna try to assassinate Apollo or they're gonna bring him in. I don't know which one, but both are... I guess equally bad. Because one could turn to the other. Was it a goddamn tiger? Who has a tiger loose? What? No, that was a lion. Wrong of me. Was that a lion? Oh, that! Caught me by this surprise too when I first heard it. It's a craft of local bird known as a warbad. Oh, it was that thing to the right that sounds like that. I completely forgot about that. Damn, the lungs on that thing then. Holy shit. That sounds like that. Sounds more like a beast than a bird, if you ask me. It's a form of mimicry. You know, to help protect them against predators and stuff. Yes. Well, can't say I've ever heard one like that before. The bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. Now I kind of want to go back and just check her smile, but yeah. Yeah, especially her. Ah, then I just realized this guy cannot have a sharp knife. He doesn't really smile, to be honest. It's more than unusual. It's endangered. It's extremely rare to encounter one in the wild these days. It's so rare that what's one doing out here in the middle of the bazaar? You got me. It's got something to do with it being their national bird. That was a gunshot. Either that was a warbird that apparently heard a gunshot. It might have heard a gunshot. Wait, who startled me? Oh, hi. What was that, Daz? Wait, how can you be out in the wild here right now? You are literally named Rebel. A fat dragon's newest weapon. I call these puppies dragon snot snaps. Either a gun or the kinkiest slap ever. No, apparently it was snappers. It was basically kid explosives. And you need those, why? Because our hard work is starting to pay off. Thanks to our TV signal hijacking and stuff, more people are joining our case. On account of that, the regime's been cracking down on us a real tough time. You're tough like. Yeah, you say that. You are standing in the middle of a road. No, it wasn't a gun. You know, like these things that are... I don't know what they are in. It's like in a little cloth. With a little... with like these rocks or something. And when you smack them to a hard surface, they pop. To be fair, yes. Okay, I can't say anything against that, because technically any explosion is technically an explosion, and bullets comes from explosions. So yeah, fair enough, you got me. You got me, it's at least an explosion of a sort. Yep, you actually got me there. That's true. Why are you... Still, why is this guy a rebel standing in the middle of a road? Yeah, there's been a lot going on lately. You can't say that again. I mean, what's with the high priest fake murders like suicide? People are calling it a DCA tragedy, and it's causing a real public uproar. Hopefully this means Thrust's death won't be in vain after all. Oh right, his name was Thrust in me. Or Trust in me. But, well, his name is basically Tharust. Ugh. More than smokeless powder burns. Not explosive, but more stable. They're more stable that way. Never actually seen any of those. I only remember when I was a kid, we had these like little snapper things that had like either like a little, well, call it gunpowder, whatever it's called, explosive things, and a little rock. So when you snap them on the ground, they basically just go, but much louder, basically. So how exactly is a handful of firecrackers going to help to you guys? And okay, was it just me? So how exactly is a handful of firecrackers going to be of help to you guys? There we go, I was saying it wrong. Simple. First, I supply them to our fellow rebels. Then we use them as diversion when we need to shake around goons. Mate, the police here have AK-47, basically. You use one of those and there's gonna be a shit ton of bullets flying around. That is not a smart thing to do. I've already heard about the police in America with the goddamn squirrel. This gonna be worse. Huh? Like this. Damn, they're loud though. Would you cut that out? I'm not with a regime and I'm not chasing you. Your reaction, that was priceless. He is very chill, or at least like, I don't know what to say, laid back for being like an ex-military. The reaction is still an explosion, just smaller and better optimized. Yeah. Guess I started that warpath too. It's a miracle no one's trying to arrest him while he's too busy laughing. Well, who's speaking? I'm not gonna do a vote. Oh, dear lord, she's here. You are one of the insurgents, are you not? And here I was saying, that's... You're in the middle of a goddamn road. And he's gone. Those firecrackers are more useful than I thought. Fucking just leapt away. that was bobbed head. Your benevolence. What can I do for you? Don't worry, I was not talking to rebels. You saw nothing. I wanted to speak with you about what my mother said. I do not believe a word of it. My father could not have been planning a coup. Fair, I actually do believe that part. Well, I can understand. Rather than a rebel, he could be a ninja. Oh, definitely. Because an explosion is just extremely violent, burning reaction. Yes, it is. It's a... Can you call it volatile burning? Because yes, it is violent. But also sound like volatile. It's like it doesn't burn. It just burns like that. But yeah, I actually had a weird ass idea last time we played this. And that is that the last one that actually went into the tomb was her father, and no one entered before that. And then after a while, when we were about to go there, the queen came. What if he was dead and the queen summoned his spirit managed to make him go in there, and that's what they basically saw? That could be an idea. Well, I can understand why I would feel like that, but it was a setup. Someone must have been plotting against him. I'm pretty certain you could talk to half your people and everyone would just probably say yes. How do you know that? I just do, because the Holy Mother guides me. And as the royal priestess, I must uncover the truth for all to see. Like, I don't disagree with her trying to just uncover the truth. I only have a problem with the way she does uncover the truth, because she doesn't uncover the whole truth. Maybe it's just how Rife expresses herself, her sense of duty. Probably, I don't know. You are investigating the matter, are you not? Then rejoice, I shall accompany you and bestow upon you the royal priestess' wisdom. Great. That's the best news I've ever heard all day, your benevolence. Edgeworth, get me out of here. No one would dare get in our way with Rife by our side. We only accept your offer, don't we, Edgeworth? As you wish, right? Excellent. Then let us begin with my father's private quarters. We should be able to find some clues there. Damn, you're on it, actually. I'm not gonna complain right now. She basically says, oh, the father was murdered. We need clues. Let's go to his residence. I shall expose these false charges with what it is. If it is the last thing I do. Could it be... Is the reason she's so defensive about Inga because she's a daddy's girl? Probably. Which kinda understand the way she sees things, because he wasn't really a good person either, to be honest. Barbedhead, let's not waste any time. My father's private quarters are located within the royal residence. Oh no shit. Now follow me. Wait, she sure is in a hurry. I'm getting the feeling she's not allowed to actually look for clues herself. So she's basically hiring us to allow to be looking for the truth. But in a sense, she's helping us being able to get there to look for clues. Well, it's a win-win situation. I'm not gonna fully complain now. Right, the minister's private quarters may hold evidence related to his murder as well. Yes, exactly. That's good. Yeah, maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. Rifle's awfully fired up. I just hope she'll be ready for the truth we find. After all, it's hard to believe that Inga was not in full control when the whole affair. Yeah, he was definitely had a lot of control, so if he basically just did not have any control, I guess here. It must be the place to the right here. Oh, there we have the LCD butterfly again. And yes, sorry, I am gonna call him the LCD butterfly from now on. And I was wrong. The other butterflies to the right is also on LCD. Because they are tripping out as well. Now, if you can figure out which of these buildings, houses, wow, like I can read, it's just for me to figure out, is this actually true? Now, if we could figure out which of these buildings, houses, houses in, okay, now I understand. That's the problem with having like two meanings in one word. Because I was like, which building houses? For me, houses is different buildings. So saying building houses is like buildings with buildings. But now, building houses in private quarters means whichever has it. Jesus. That's where we find Rifa. We can always look through every one of them, but you know what? I'm pretty certain this one. Now that what I call an extravagant exterior. Is this where Inga's private quarters are? Watch your step, right? That urn being knocked over, spilling water everywhere. Yeah, ground soaked. I wonder who did this. I think someone's in there. Yeah, it's Rifa. Is that Princess Rifa? There are still so many things I wish to tell you. She's always puts on a brave face, but hearing her crying all alone, I can't help but think of Trucy. Princess Rifa, are you in there? Just a moment, I'll be right out. Jesus, did you kick down the door? I see you're finally here. Well, let us commence our investigation, shall we? Your benevolence. Maybe you should rest a minute first. Yes, we were. You were eavesdropping on me, weren't you? No, I mean, yes. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. You were loud. The problem with eavesdropping is like listen into something because you want to. What would you call when they are just loud enough for you to be able to hear while you're basically just standing in the vicinity? It wasn't like I was spying on you or anything. I'm gonna be bonked again. Yes! I got bonked. You could have feigned ignorance. It's as if your brain to mouth filter shuts off the moment you step out of the courtroom. I'm not that bad, Edgeworth. Anyway, what took you so long? I thought you could never get here. You have a lot of nerve keeping the crown princess waiting. Sorry? To be honest, you had like the speed of Sonic, so I couldn't really do shit. This was my father's residence. I've already unlocked it, so you can go right in. Oh, and be careful. Some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there. A dingbat dog? That's right. The yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth. I wonder how it got in this area. Do you know what it looks like? I have better things to do than memorize what some stray dog looked like. Don't tell me it's your guide. That one's dog. Anyway, it's not worth talking about. Let's search my father's room, shall we? I really hope she's alright. I can definitely say it like this. I don't fully like her, with the way she's trying to handle things. Like, I still feel bad about her when she feels extremely, extremely bad about something. Like, for example, crying about her father just being gone. Why is his chair looking like his own torso? This guy really loved himself, didn't he? And yeah, he also does have a bust of himself close to the bed, which I'm do believing he kisses every morning and every night. I recognize that hairspray. It's from the second game in this trilogy. Though the syringe there is definitely not a thing. What a mess. You could definitely tell a guy used to live in this room. I guess Inga and I had at least that much in common. But this staff keeps getting in the way. Naina. Oh shit! Naina doesn't come! Where is Naina? Where is Naina? Normally... Huh. Interesting. She comes running whenever Raifa calls. Interesting. That's right. Naina is what? Oh well. You, barbed head, come, hold this staff. Why me? Just take it, it's too heavy, and I'm tired of holding it. How does Naina put up with this day in and day out? I'll just set it over here for now. Okay, let's examine. There we go. Well, what should we check for? Wow. Well, we are right. He actually liked his grape juice. There's a lot of it up there. How the hell does it reach it? We have footprints though going indoors. There's some muddy shoe prints there. Come to think of it. There was some spilled by the water entrance. Somebody must have stepped in it before coming here. They're already dry. That means they're at least several hours old. How did they get the hairspray if the guy never sold it? Oh shit, I completely forgot about that. That's a good question. How did they get that thing if they actually didn't sell it? I just forgot about that. He made his own hairspray and basically made commercial about it, but they never sold the goddamn thing. I don't know. Might have just stole it from him. I actually don't know. That actually baffled me. I completely forgot about that. Then someone must have been in here today in the early afternoon. For our servants clean this room every day. Here in Kurain we have a saying, leave not today's untidiness to the tomorrow. Alright. Sticky fingers, yeah. I'm pretty sure you get very sticky after you get this thing on you. What's this? G-Swiss Libel. Never thought I'd see this brand again. It appears to be a sample of some sort of spray on hair color. Color, jet black. I wonder if Inga was going grey. Here, Edgeworth, maybe you can use it. I like my natural hair color just fine, thank you very much. I suits him. God, I really hate this chair. This chair looks like it was modeled after Inga's suit jacket. The back first, it gives those fancy buttons of his. I imagine they would make the chair awfully uncomfortable to sit on. Actually, they serve as to massage pressure points on the back. Okay, fair enough. My father suffered from a terrible back pain, you see. I wonder if it really works. Don't sit on it, I'm pretty certain she's gonna bonk you again. I'm trying to actually look at this thing, see how it... Nah, I can't understand shit. It's too small. This notepad must belong to Inga. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Naina, purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on her forehead. Daruk, long hair, eye patch, blue clothes. Phoenix Reich, spiky hair, blue clothes, pink necktie. Oh! Was Inga one of those persons who basically couldn't... I would rather sit on an iron grate than that. That is a fair point, but I never thought of those things actually be pressure point things. Like, I can't understand that, because if you sit in a massage chair, they do have these things sticking out that basically just massages you. Which I guess they would work with, but I wouldn't sit in that thing just because it looks like his jacket. If I had something that looked like my own jacket, nah. That would be way too goddamn like... Nope. That's way too much self-love. But I don't know what this... I think this is a real thing. I only have seen it and heard of it in games mostly. But I'm pretty certain it's a real thing, and that is people can't recognize faces. Could it be that Inga basically can't recognize faces? And that's why he has these notes, so he knows exactly who is who. That's why he said Naina has purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on the forehead. Daruk has long hair, eye patch, and blue clothes. Phoenix Wright has spiky hair, blue clothes, and pink necktie. Pink? Do we have a pink necktie? Some people can't. Oh! I know that, like, they don't... I have heard of it at least, but I didn't fully know, but it wouldn't surprise me. This appears to be nose detail in people's most prominent characteristics. Hey, there's a little stuff about me in here. Why would they bother doing this? I am afraid even I can answer that. Prosopagnosia, thank you. Yeah, I've only heard of it, but I've never actually heard, like, real of it, if anyone ever had that. But yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if those notes basically are like, I'm trying to remember who the hell is who. Because I only remember when I played 9 hours, 9 person, 9 doors, and one of the persons killed someone, which we thought was someone called Snake. But it wasn't Snake, because the only thing that was real with that was they were Snake's clothes. And that was it. Reason? They couldn't recognize the face. They basically just went off the clothing. That's basically what I remember whenever I think of that. Whatever the reason, it's giving me a case of the heebie-jeebies. It's as though he was thinking down descriptions of people over the phone. That's what it reminds me of anyway. Of course you're gonna do a boot kissing of the prosecutor. I commend... Jesus. But that's right praise coming from you, your benevolence. Edge was right, they do look like the dictation notes, but I don't know. I mean, why bother describing Naina, who he must have seen every day? Good question. Okay, now I'm very confused about Naina as well. The reason is she's not here, and she is in the notes. That's interesting. It's a syringe and vial. Those were for my father's back pain. He said it really helped when the pain was particularly unbearable. It was that bad, huh? I'm more of the opposite. I struggle to put a name to the face unless I either focus and kinda imprint it, or the person is interesting, unique or similar, which makes it easy to associate the name to the face. I don't know how I am. Sometimes I can't recognize people, sometimes I can't recognize names. But there are sometimes I can go behind someone I have seen for a few times and just realize, hold on, I recognize that person. So for me, it's like a bit up and down. I can't really say I'm better with one or worse with one. It's just that depends on if it's someone I've met many times before and know about. But sometimes it could also be with the names, especially when I don't use the name too often. He must have been injured. He injected some sort of painkiller directed to his back then. Yes, my father said his back pain could knock him off his feet. I know the feeling. I've experienced some pretty severe back pain on my own. Well, we can't have you throwing your back out in court. So why don't you take a vial? No thanks, I hear your body building up to a tolerance to that sort of thing. I thought you didn't want them. I'm going straight to a chiropractor as soon as I get home. Let's throw it. Yeah, apparently he is. I had to check that again. He is. In court as well. The only thing I have problem with, I can still picture faces from almost 3 years old, but I've forgotten the names of at least one ex. Fair enough. Yeah, the only thing I have problem with here is she says he injects it to his back, but it kind of looks like he has this thing to put around his arm and then inject it in his arm. You know, like when you want to like stop the blood flow for a moment or something. Like, I am not a doctor, so I don't know what he would use this green thing with. But that's just what I saw there. It's most likely a special ink pad for the Justice Minister's stamp. This insignia is carved big and bold right on the lip. Talk about overkill. I just remembered one ex's name. Don't know why, the name just randomly popped up. It does that to me as well. I can just like, I don't fully remember everything or everyone, and then it's just like, oh wait, hold on, I will just remember. Talk about overkill. They really need to have mark everything he owns. Well, we have a lot of paper here. His desk is crammed full of documents. They appear to be paperwork for executions. Jesus. But for this many cases? Indeed, something is rotten in the kingdom of Kuran. Ha! Yeah, I'm pretty certain we have seen that, already understood that part. This one dates back 5 years ago. Wait, 5 years ago? Why are you still keeping this here? Does he keep it like trophies or something? God damn this guy. Something telling me he simply keep putting them off because he hated doing paperwork. Honestly, same for faces. Yeah. Wait, he hasn't done these. I don't know. Last time I saw him, he basically used his stamp, the cigarette, and basically just stamped everything. That's one luxurious and comfy looking bed. I slept on nothing but a hard floor since coming to Korean. Can't wait to sleep in a nice soft bed again. Haven't you at least slept one time in a bed, or did we do the case in the same goddamn day you arrived? Holy shit, you've been going back and forth, haven't you? And then take it. It's yours if you wish. We'll have to clean this room out anyway, now that my father's gone. But don't you want to keep these things as mementos of your father? Besides, I don't need his spirit haunting me late at night, but fair enough. Do you suppose if I sleep in it, I could see my father once more? Either that, or you could... Well, I was about to say you could become a spirit channeler, but, well, you wouldn't be able to see him then. Princess Rifa? I honestly don't know how to answer that. As I said, I don't fully like her because of everything she has done. But she is still a kid that has lost her father. I can still feel extremely bad for how she is like feeling right now. I have at least some compassion for her, and that's about it. Wow, that's one gaudy sculpture. My father sculpted himself from a block of solid gold. Wait, himself? Damn, if he did that work, he was actually pretty good with it. Why does it not surprise me that he was also a narcissist? Mate, what in this room did not tell you that? He has his own stamp thing, he has his own chair, and he has a statue. I'm pretty certain that's enough. Yeah, it's pretty detailed. He even included that personal stamp of his. Hey, the stamp's a little loose. Whoa. Ooh! Safe! There's a secret safe inside. Oh my. To think such a thing was even here all this time. Rats, looks like we need a combination to get in. Raifa, what's your birth date? Hopefully he at least loves his daughter a bit. We can't open this without a combination, but I doubt Princess Raifa would know it. Well, if we can't open it, we can't open it. But now, let's continue our investigation and come back to this dilemma later. Raifa, your birth date. That would work, probably. I don't know. Wait, is there anything I haven't checked in here yet? We just sort of checked everything in here. Damn! I want to actually open it up, but apparently I don't think there's anything more. I'm gonna check this again. Yes, what? Yeah, that was actually something I didn't realize, but there's two people in here he doesn't see often, which is Daruk and Phoenix, which I understand why he actually writes down. But why write down Naina? That's kinda interesting. Time of death, May 18th, cause of death, blood loss from the stab wound in his back. That was extremely short, but okay. Kidnapping. Bobbed head. I, the royal princess of Kuran, shall share my thoughts on the abduction. You will? Listen carefully, for such opportunities do not come often. To be honest, I'm pretty certain you do like to just be around us, helping out with investigations. I'm pretty certain she does. Like, she is basically handling this as you should be honored for me being around. But I'm pretty certain she's kind of giddy inside, trying to help out with stuff like this. Yes, of course. Would be grateful to hear anything you would like to share. My father was very likely seeking to obtain the Founder's Order, but it was not for the purpose of a Cobe Ditat. Jesus, I don't even know how. It was all for my sake. For your sake. The Founder's Orb is capable of bestowing great spiritual power. My father truly believed that. Just waiting for it to say Master Detective. Yeah, kinda. I would basically take that as a kid playing around being a detective, but yeah. And he wanted that power to be mine. I haven't finished my training and I still can channel spirits. He was doing it for me. Right, I see. Well, do you understand why he did it now? I do, but it doesn't change the fact that Mr. Inga was a kidnapper. True. But I guess you don't believe he is, do you? New information is sure to surface upon further investigation. Suffice to say, he did this all for me. End of story. She's still the Lulu. Yeah. Was he really trying to obtain the orb from Raifa? Somehow doubt it. Speaking of powers, I wonder if Rival will be performing their divination seance tomorrow. I should probably ask her about that. Yeah, where's Nina? Your Benevolence, I noticed Nina isn't with you today. I know not where she has gone. I have not spoken to her since this morning. I assume she must be quite busy today. I did catch a glimpse of her little after 2 o'clock, tried calling out to her. But she went off somewhere again, off again. A little after 2. That's about an hour before the murder. Indeed. Of all the times of this to happen. She normally comes with the moment I call her name. I know it's hard to believe, but even nannies have lives, you know. Your inability to find her after the murder is slightly alarming. I wonder if that absence is related to today's incident somehow. Could be. Like, seriously, like, as Phoenix says, yeah, she has her own life sometimes, but she has basically just popped up anytime she called. So I'm pretty certain there is something going on here. Do you think she has unwittingly caught up in them? Who knows? At the very least, I don't think she was at the scene of the crime. Nina, I hope she is alright. Rafa seems really worried about Nina. Well, she's basically the nanny for her, so she spent a lot of time with her. I think, well, mostly because Inga seems to have not seen her too often. I take it you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance. Who else if not I? Good point. The thing is, divination seances are all about what the victim experienced in their final moments. So tomorrow, Rav will experience her own father's death exactly as it happened. It's more than anyone would have dealt with. Do you really have to go through with a seance tomorrow? There's really no one else. What about your calling the whole thing off? It's not as if it's not as if I'm not doing this because I want to. No? Never mind, I misspoke. The divination seance is a very important duty of a royal priestess, and is one I intend to fulfill. There's that word, duty. Yeah. I think she doubts herself just because she is kind of like thinking back of everything that's happened. I'm starting to wonder, fuck, am I really wrong? But if you're not, it's a heavy burden for someone so young. Even worse, she'll be forced to watch her father's murder. Will it be a weight too heavy for her to bear? Your benevolence, has Nina served you long? Yes, she has been at my beck and call for as long as I can remember. I have heard she even cared for me as an infant, right down to changing my diapers. Your diapers? Almost sounds like she could be your mother. Indeed, but that is a simple fact of life when your mother is busy being queen. Nina takes care of my every need. She is my teacher in all things as well. Rifa's pool of knowledge seems rather loop-sided in some aspect. Could that be the result of Nina's teachings? Nina. Could it be that my trusted attendant has come to dislike me? Now that I think about it, perhaps I've been acting rather spoiled as of late. Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. As of late? Hold on, you've been spoiled all the time. Not just of late. Yes, I suppose Nina would never truly abandon me. Upon the return, I will do something nice for her. Perhaps she'd like a shoulder massage. And yet I can't shake the feeling that Nina connected to this case in some way. Oh, there we are. We're done. I'm really beginning to wonder what's inside that safe. Any idea what the combination might be, Your Benevolence? None whatsoever. It looks like a 4-digit combo lock, so maybe it's a date? That's probably not anything that would be easy to guess. Well, let's try some dates and see what happens. Okay, so I am gonna do this one because, as I said, it might be a good father, but it's giving me basically choices here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would also probably work. Like, a part of me says, hopefully, he is a good father at least, and have Raifa's birthday. It's not a secure goddamn combination code if anyone knows her birth year, but having the date of the DC Act was enacted, yeah, that is just... Okay, let's try this. When's your birthday, Benevolence? You are wasting your time. It could not possibly be my birthday. Oh, come on. It's worth a shot. Fine. It's December 24th. Christmas Eve? Well, let's give it a try. Oh shit, it opened. Okay, he actually cares. He actually cares. That's wonderful. Well, at least a small part of wonderful. That means at least he cared about something. Was he a good guy? No. Would I like him? No. But he at least cared about his own daughter. I would at least give the guy that much. It did. Yep, and it looks like the bottom save was a fake. Ah, so she has her birthday when it's almost Christmas. Almost Christmas. Well, yeah, for us in Sweden it's actually Christmas. Something meant to mislead would be thieves, no doubt. Still, Ed was rendered quite unaffected by his use of such an easy guess combination. You say easy guess. If you looked at the guy, you probably would choose when the last queen was killed. Why, father? Why my birthday? Because I cared. That's the only thing I can think of. It at least has some of a heart, not much, but it was at least enough to have her in there. Okay, let's see what's in here. This looks like a letter or something. Let's see. Dear father, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You're always so kind and I love you very much. I hope you live to be 100 years old. Love, Rife. That's actually kind of sweet that he kept that in a save, to be honest. I wrote this on my father's... to my father when I was 8 years old. She's asking why would she hold on to something like that. Of course someone would keep something like that. There are some other papers in here. Yeah. Once I poison the queen, the throne will be mine. The spiritual power I obtain from the treasure will back up my claim. In the meantime, the secret police are to keep a close watch on Garan. I think this thing is a fake. What? Give me that. I don't understand. It seems Justice Minister Inga was plotting the assassination of the Queen. This can't be. Father would never harm Mother. Poor Raifa. This has come as a terrible shock. What's this? There's a photo in here too. It's a woman and a baby. I wonder who... Oh, wait a second. Is that not Raifa? No, not Raifa. No, it is Raifa because I think the little child there is Raifa. Isn't this Nanya? I believe that because I remember his note saying she had a diamond-shaped tattoo on the forehead. That seems way too specific and convenient. Really? Yeah, I agree there. It's basically like, I'm gonna keep this here for no reason to tell me about something I already know. You don't need to have that there. Yeah, it's a woman and a baby. I wonder who they are. Nanya and Raifa. I think Nanya and Raifa. I believe so. If anyone knows anything about forced evidence, it's the two lawyers standing in this room. Especially when you have all the past games in mind, yeah. Wait, did Edgeworth ever have anything to do with forged evidence? I know they used it a lot in this trilogy. But do they know about, like, did they ever deal with that in the first trilogy? I don't think so, right? Oh, okay. In the farm then, there's a law book with the mark of the defined dragon branded on it. Heading against him, right? Or I was alluded to. It might have. I know at least that he was framed for something. At least Edgeworth was. I don't remember if it was false evidence. I don't remember. Fair enough, I don't remember either. It was a long time, well, I don't know how long a time ago, but it was some time ago I played all of those games. So I can't fully remember either. But wait, that actually is the Defiant Dragon book. Okay, no, hold on, I'm confused now, because that must mean that's Daruk's book. So if this is not Nanya, this could be... What was the other queen? I don't know. Mana, something. I actually am confused. I'm confused what's going on here. I remember something about it being a main point of the story somewhere. The Steel Samurai case, but that's also when one Karma appeared, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't remember if they even talked about false evidence, because I know like every time we found that in these games, they have said this is false evidence and basically pointed to it. I don't think we never did that in the first trilogy. I think it basically was like either someone lied a lot and stuff like that. Wait, that's your benevolence? How can this be? Oh, she just fainted. Okay, so now I know one thing. It probably is Raifa on the picture. We have Daruk's book there. No, that cannot be it. She's 14. She wasn't even alive when the goddamn thing happened. No, I am actually confused. But it might be that Nanya is that person on the picture. But then I don't know who Nanya really is. Because something basically triggered Princess Raifa here. And I don't think it's the little child in the picture, because I'm pretty certain she knows she is the little child. It was something else then. She's looking incredibly pale. Your benevolence? Are you alright? Alright? How can I be alright? All that I believed was all lies. I'm afraid I don't follow. Yeah, can you please, can I ask you about the woman in this picture? How should I know? Raifa, you looked at the picture, basically fainted and said, how can I be alright? You know something. It seems I don't know anything that was going on. Doesn't look like I'm going to get much out of her while she's like this. Huh. Mother. Huh? I must ask my mother about the secret she's hiding. What secret? I must go. Goodbye. Oh, alright. Goodbye. Wait. What was that all about? It's like her mind was off somewhere else. It appears this photo really upset her. I wonder who the lady in this picture is. Nanya. I'm gonna say that all the time now. The reason is she has the diamond on her forehead. And we already have Inga's notes that it's Nanya. Oh! Albi! Wait, that sounds like Albi and Shadow. Eller Shahado. Bye. Bring us. Oh, I was so confused. Yeah, she already left, unfortunately. That's odd. Commoners are not normally allowed in this area. I wonder what's afoot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Albi does here. Hold on, let me go and check. Let's go and see the LCD butterflies again. How did you get in here? And how have you yet been executed for being in here? Oh. That's adorable. Just looked it up, and it seems like Edwards has never actually forged any evidence. It was just heavily alluded to with how his whole thing in the very first game, because it was raised by Von Karma. It was raised by Von Karma, was focused on getting perfect trials and having streak of obtaining guilty verdicts. And I guess the updated autopsy report was the kind of a hint of that forgery. Ah, fair enough. I hope one of you has a good explanation of this. I'm sorry. Hi, Albi. I love how the dog just hangs there like, yep. I like this. No, Shadow, bad dog. Leave the man's friendly thingamajungle alone. Look at the dog just hanging there. I'm still impressed if I should jump all the way up there. If you would kindly detach your dog from my cravat. Right away, sir. Just hold still and... Jesus. Stop pulling like that. You'll only stretch the fabric. Come on, Shadow. Let go of his cravat. Shamacarit. What? How do you manage to make Jig into Jog? I don't know. I just basically just decided to fill in the gap there. Wait. Oh. He's just pulling. Damn! That dog has a grip, doesn't it? Oh shit, I thought it was actually being broken. Were you trying to kill me? I'm really sorry, mister. My dog has a habit of attacking friendly things like that. Alright? Also, we did discuss, for some reason I can't pronounce things right, and some things I can. Don't ask me how. Maybe for his sake, he should stick to more traditional toys like cars or his tail. I would say cats, not cars. Please, for the love of God, that would be more healthier for this guy. What's worse, he snuck in here again today and stole some weird-looking hat. Woo! That Nanya's. I don't know what to do anymore. Bad dog. You're a very bad dog. Wait a second. I've seen that hat before. Albi, could I see that hat again? Oh, sure. Wait, isn't this... Yeah, it's Nanya's. And Nina's, I don't know. I thought she disappeared. Wait, uh-oh. What do you mean by uh-oh? Hold on, what's going on? What's uh-oh? Shadow swiped it from someone. Albi, how exactly did Shadow get in here? Shahado? I'm gonna call him Shadow from now on. Oh, allow me to explain. It all started while we were walking through the bazaar today. The hat. Yeah, apparently it is Nanya's hat. When suddenly that's popped out of a manhole. I am just like imagining him popping up like that as well. Thanks for the fun dragons. Alright. Do you do this everywhere? And why? So you wanna join the Kosk? Feels like either she's trouble or the princess is gonna flip a casket again because of it. Well, she's not here, she doesn't need to know. We're just keeping quiet about it. Naturally, I was super startled by that weirdo suddenly appearing. Huh? Huh? But this is my dog, Shadow. Oh. Oh, he startled the goddamn dog. I think. I don't know what's going on here. He's just messing with kids, this guy. He's such a weird person. The sudden bang of the fire cry spooked Shadow, and he ran off into the crowd. Mate, you are everywhere right now. I love that, but he can be weird sometimes, to be honest. I don't even know what to think sometimes. That's when a policeman came running over and hauled that away. Wait, was that before or after we actually met him? That happened around 2 PM, if I remember correctly. I'm not even going to pretend that I know what that was trying to do. I chased right after Shadow, and when I finally caught up with him in the palace courtyard, he had this in his mouth. 2 PM. That's about an hour before the minister's death. Nina supposedly went missing after the murder, but this would place her here at the palace around 2. Interesting. Actually, I remember I saw something pretty amazing around that time too. Something amazing, huh? So, what's the amazing thing you want to say? So, Albi, what was it you saw that was so amazing? I saw Her Eminence Queen Gran channeling a spirit. Is it really that big of a deal to see her channeling someone? I love how Phoenix is basically so calm about it, because Maya and Pearl have done it so many times around him that it's just like, it's just normal. You bet it is. Commoners are never allowed to behold such a sacred rite. Oh, can you tell me more? Of course, I'm always happy to explain. I believe it was around 2:10 PM today. I got lost on the palace ground while I was looking for Shadow. Okay, so what exactly did she do? In my search, I took a peek into a small room, and this is when I saw Queen Garan. She was channeling a spirit for a neighboring kingdom's king. I saw her transform right before my eyes. I was so excited, I had to take a picture of it. You took a picture? I know I shouldn't have it, but I just couldn't help myself. Between this and the treasure room, Albi's not exactly the picture of self-restraint. Fair enough. a channeling ride that ended right after that, so I ran before anyone could spot me. You could have been arrested again, you know. Yeah, I know. Just get out of here before anyone see you. Anyway, here's a copy of the picture. Just don't tell anyone. I was the one who took it. I worry about his future sometime. He's a wonderful person and he's a wonderful guide, but goddamn, he does some stuff sometime. Come to think of it, how did you and Shadow get into the royal residence anyway? It's not open for commoners after all. Oh, allow me to explain! And yes, he loves to explain things because his name is basically I'll be your guide. There's a way to get into the palace from the bazaar. It's a bit of a tight squeeze though. Shadow can easily fit, but anyone bigger than me is out of luck. You don't say. Yeah, part of the palace wall is damaged and there's a hole I can just make it through. Go on. Yeah, bet you didn't know they have some really tasty food here. Oh, then this is your first time here, huh? Trespassing is illegal, you know. No, it's not like that. I didn't mean any harm. It's just... I want to help change this kingdom. What do you mean? Well, after Miss Faye's trial, I started thinking, like maybe there was something I could do to help the revolution too. Oh damn, he's become a revolutionist as well. Nice trial, huh? That tragedy only appeared because of how twisted Kurain's legal system has become. Yeah. This act led to the false charges against Maya and the High Priest's suicide. But that trial also caused the public to start questioning the current state of things. Yep. If it isn't perfect, someone will notice it, and they will start to complain about it. Doesn't matter who listens or not. And it seems that even Albie has some pretty strong feelings on the matter. I knew there had to be something I could do to help. That's when I remembered the hole in the palace wall and started thinking. Maybe I could sneak in and take a picture of one of the royals up to no good. I just want to do my part. Be goddamn careful. The spirit of revolution seems to be catching on, even with one so young. Right, the momentum is steadily building, and the tipping point is fast approaching. It's just a matter of when. I agree, and the public perception of the Defiant Dragon seems to be changing too. But Albie, you can't go trespassing like that. Even if it is for a good cause, it's not right. Okay, I won't do it again. Albie, is that really all you have to confess? You haven't done to any other mischief? And when I say you, I mean Shadow. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Nice try, Albie, but the proof is literally right in front of us. I'm guessing this. Albie, you wouldn't happen to know about this urn got knocked over, would you? Because your benevolence told me something rather interesting. Yeah, a dog was here. A dingbat dog. That's an adorable dog. Just give it a gentle squeeze. Which I mean hug. Don't squeeze dogs. The dingbat dogs you mentioned wouldn't happen to be Shadow, would it? I guess the dog's out of the bag. Sorry I lied. I was worried I'd get in trouble. Mate, you're already in too much trouble. I know I shouldn't lie to a lawyer like that. No, it's not good to lie to anyone like that, so let's try to tell the truth, okay, Albie? And don't go poop. Yeah, exactly, probably. It's a good place there. Oh, pop, not poop. No bueno. Yeah. For some reason I read it on poop, and yeah, like, I just thought like, yeah, it's a good place to do that there. My brain today, I guess it's not fully there, huh? Yeah, the dog would say pop. Don't squeeze dogs. Gentle hug, not squeeze. Oh, Mr. Wright, I almost forgot. I saw a couple of Americans a moment ago. They had really weird haircuts, so I thought they might be friends of yours. That's a way of understanding they're a part of where we come from. Huh, interesting. I just realized that the music is kind of loud, but I can't control it through my... There we go. Through my stream deck for some reason. Oh shit, I just realized I did my voice mod thing, goddammit. Last boss for subwords. It is! There we go. For some reason, each time I wanted to lower the volume, I lowered my own volume. God damn it. I pressed the wrong button over and over again. You people must have heard me basically getting more and more silent. Jesus. You had really weird haircuts, so I thought it might be friends of yours. Also, do love that, huh? They have to say they have weird haircuts as well, so they might be friends of yours. Really now, huh? It seems your little friends thinks all of us Americans have strange hairstyles. Could barely hear you at one point. Yep, that was because I was trying to actually lower the volume of the game, and instead I pressed a button for my own voice. I was trying to make sure it was like not around the area of where my voice is, so I basically have like good enough like hearing of myself. But yep, that does make some sense, huh? I suppose we have to thank you to thank for that, right? So what exactly did their hair look like? There was a guy with 2 crops of hair sticking out of his forehead like an antenna. There was this lady with a long bunch of hair that looked like a big orange spider leg. Oh, that sounds like Apollo and Athena. Yep, they're mine. What were they doing? They were racing through the bazaar with the Grand Royal Guard and hot in pursuit. Wait, what? Yeah. So apparently we just told them, hey, it's actually this guy's kid. Oh, you don't say! God, go and find their ass and cut them to slices. Why were they being pursued? I'm not sure, but I have my suspicion. I just hope they're alright. Sorry for not mentioning it before. It just kinda slipped my mind. Well, to be fair, he didn't know they were actually our friends. Hold on, did we just do A to be continued not too long ago? Holy shit, it was a short chapter. I guess we're gonna go move over to Apollo and Athena being chased by the Grand Regime. Huh, interesting. Yep, I guess I'm right. Those guys sure are persistent. Yeah, they even wore me out, and that doesn't happen often. Why are they after us anyway? Apollo, it's the Royal Guards again. Quick hide. Manhole. Hey, where did the Hornhead and Spider hair go? I love everyone has the same kind of thing. Spider! Not talking about me, are they? Is that a trick question? I know we're hiding somewhere around here. Apollo, that weird looking bird over there, did it just... Yeah, it did. It's called a warbird, and... You know what? Tell about it later when we're not being chased by masked men. Come on, wherever you are. Hand over the Founder's Orb if you know what's good for, huh? Of course they were looking for the orb because, oh, it's his son. He might trust the orb to this guy. Of course, god damn it. It figures is after the orb. I don't know what I don't want to know what they'll do to us if we get captured. If they grill us in those obnoxious loud voices, I cave over the first hour and confess to whatever they want in truth or no. Come out now, you frigid devils! Has it gone too far enough? You mustn't keep Her Eminence waiting any longer. We gotta get out of here. There must be a safe place to hide somewhere. I know exactly where. Hold on. And boop! Look, a manhole. Right, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna go to the office. Probably can rest there for a moment. Of course they're after the goddamn orb. To be honest, before it might have been, oh, Inga wanted the orb to take over control. And what does the queen do? Oh, Royal Guard, I'm pretty certain the son of this devil has the orb. Can you just go and get it for me? Yeah. Nice idea. Ever thought of how much manhole sounds like a innuendo? Not really. I'm trying to figure out what sort of innuendo, but I only have one thought, which might be the same innuendo, but I have no clue. Oh, where are we going? Wait, you're not seriously thinking about going down there? It smells like rotten eggs. And are those rats I hear? We got no choice. I can get to somewhere safe, but this is the only way in. Let's go down this manhole. Backdoor hole. Yep, we had the same thought. Quick, before it is too late. It's going to take forever to get this stench out of my hair. There we go. The dagger straight into her forehead, though. God damn. Yeah, and there we have the book with a dragon on it, which probably is the exactly same one we saw in the picture. Looks like we lost them. That was close. The Rook's office. How long has it been since last set foot in here? At least we're safe for now, but... Why is Athena all huddled over in a corner like that? Yeah! That's... AJ, what the heck are you doing here? Guran's Royal Guards are after us. Once a rebel, always a rebel. Unfortunately, I will agree with you this time, because we are a rebel son. We are in here. So yeah. Don't worry, the Marine doesn't know about this place. No, exactly now. I can relax now. Good. But since when I'm a part of the rebellion, I don't recall signing up. Oh shit, hi! Oh, Mr. Wright, what are you doing here? We saw you two go in on that manhole. You narrowly escaped the gods' notice. I was like watching a pair of ostriches burying their heads down the sand. I guess that's a close shave that I had thought. Closer shave than I had thought. Anyway, you're safe and sound now, and that's what really counts. Oh, I also have some evidence for you. Oh, thanks, Mr. Wright. Woo! Mostly because I think I'm the one defending, they're just helping investigating. So, what is this dubious hovel we found ourselves in anyway? It's the defined dragon safe house, also known as the former Sadman Law Office. I see. Well, thought it might just be happenstance. Here I am, Chief Prosecutor, hiding out in a rebel base. Please don't report this place to the local police prosecutor Edgeworth. Might as well take a look around while we're waiting for the heat to die down out there. I kinda want to know what's going on here. Come on, Athena, stop moping over there and help me check this place out. Are you afraid of spiders or rats or something? There's a sink in the kitchen. And if you're lucky, maybe even some soap. I'm sorry I even asked. Alright. Do we need to talk? Yeah, well, how goes this? Wouldn't at all take at least a short while to move a manhole cover. They wait quite a bit while being chased. Yeah, they would have been spotted instantly and caught. Yeah, that is actually fair. It is. I've never tried to open one, but I do know they're heavy because they're made of solid goddamn metal. So yeah, that's why you basically have specific sticks to be able to pull them up. Because otherwise it's gonna be difficult to actually pull them up with your fingers. So that's... You guys still using the office, I see? Yep. Now it's the official HQ of the Defiant Dragons. Well, as the Rook said, and I quote, "Must keep it for the day when Kuran needs lawyers once more." Restoring the legal system to its rightful form through popular uprising. You can tell how much the Rook believes in this case. Oh, and AJ, Rook said something else that might interest you. He said he hopes you'll come back to take over this office someday. Take over me? Those were his words. He may have been half joking, though. Ah, nice. They're just having a little conversation. Technically this is nothing I've read before, but it is a past, so I'm not gonna fully read it. To be honest, I kinda forgot about him, but not fully. Apollo's brother, what the fuck, telling a lady that there is a kitchen sink and maybe some soap when she wants a shower. You might as well put a sticky note with moron written on your forehead. That is true and fair, yes. Because, yeah, she basically was shaking. She was not happy about all this. Might as well just, sorry, there is no shower. Hopefully we can find one soon. I don't remember, did it actually end with Apollo taking over the office? Because now I got some, like, thought of that, but I don't remember. The Rook really said that. Rook was never a handsome kind of dad. Oh, kind of dad? Not a day went by when he wasn't thinking of you, that much is sure. Doesn't get more parental than that. Paternal than that, Jesus. I read it wrong because I wanted to say parent, but it was basically pat, not par. The Rook, and to think I really did spend my days trying to forget you. I'm looking forward to a nice long talk once you're free. The only thing that is interesting in this room is this. The pic to the left, that's not a good look. You mean this? I did talk about it before, basically being straight to her forehead. True. There's a scary looking knife sticking up to the Queen's picture. If anyone saw this, think the Defiant Dragons were a violent group. Oh, that! That was actually me trying to kill a fly. I threw the knife at it, but I whiffed and the thing ended up stuck right between her eyes. You mean this wasn't on purpose? Ah, fair enough then. It still looks bad as hell, but... If there is a fly, there is a fly, what could you say? Oh, good lord. Who's the kid? Guess who? Wait a second, that's you, Apollo. I recognize those horns anywhere. Is that really the only way anybody recognized me? Yes. You were so cute. And was that fine-looking young man. As we said last time, if you look from the front, the brother does look a bit more manlier. But when he had a picture when he looked from the side, and he looked like a girl. Having decapitated a fly, I know what he's talking about. Oh, fair enough then. I've never been able to do that. That's Naitha, back when he was used to smile. Wow, his smile is absolutely angelic. Oh, please don't smile ever again then. Cause I don't want to see that in his new form. Talking about a knife to the queen of the photo and the Queena Dian talking about that people might mistake this for a violent group. And the first thing you see after that is the smiling face of the guy while doing a thumbs up. Yep. He is not violent, but he doesn't really know when to stop. Sure bring back memories. I was taking the day we all went out fishing. What was Prosecutor Sadman like when he was younger? He was kinda quiet, but passionate when it came to his convictions. When he finally made prosecutor, he was all fired up to change Kurheim for the better. There's nothing more than Garan's Lackey. I'm trying to remember Lackey, Jesus. Yeah, very nice. I unfortunately can't get a reference. I feel I've heard it somewhere, but to be honest, I watched a lot of things, a lot of movies, a lot of other things. I might just mix up a lot of different things with other things. I'll ask him about his thoughts later. What more interesting is this thing? What is this? I wonder what's in this file. Oh, it's full of newspaper clippings. Page 1. Arson incident involving Amara's private residence. Amara was slipped a sleeping pill and perished in the fire. The lighter found at the scene had Daruk's fingerprints on it. So this is what Daruk was talking about. We already know most of the stuff here on top. Let's see what's else in here. Wow, where did he get all this? Anything important here? Borat. Never watched Borat, so that explains why I didn't fully recognize that one. Damn, we went all the way to page 20. Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. He was struck in the head by the culprit. The victim's passport and any pictures of him were burned up in the fire. Without knowing his real name, no divination seance could be performed. Oh shit! We can have 2 divination seances. One for Inga, and if we manage to bring this back to 23 years ago, we can actually do the seance of Apollo's father. Oh shit! Also, wait a second. How many bodies were actually in the fire? They did say Queen Amara got drugged and was in the fire, but I never heard there were being 2 people in the fire. Is Queen Amara still alive? Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. What? This is about your father, Apollo. Well, he did say that his father did actually die in a fire. Not which fire, but in a fire. Looks like it. But I was never told much more than what's written here. Really? How come? Drooks always skated around the subject. Maybe he thought I was still too young. Plus, I always thought Daruk as my dad. So I never really brought it up. That is fair. He might have been so, young that he never really knew his father, so asking much about his original father wouldn't really make sense to him. Oh, I see. Still, I feel kinda sorry for your real dad. My real dad. I was never really interested in learning about him. It feels wrong hearing that, but at the same time, as I said, he might have been 1, 2 years old. He might have not even remembered his father at all. So when basically being brought up by Daruk for all those years, of course I would see him as his real father, because the other father was never really there. And Daruk might not wanna make Apollo think he killed his dad. That as well, it might be that he didn't say anything because at that point he was the culprit. If Apollo thought the same thing, that he was the culprit, he might have been kind of pissed off. but after seeing this picture, I can't help but feel a little curious. I wonder if that could tell me anything about him. Yeah, actually, good idea. Apollo, this file looks like it might be useful, but there are so many pages I can't tell what's important. We need someone to help organize all of this. I think I know just the person to ask. That? I hope not that. That's gonna be problematic. This is Daruk's old law book. Look, there's a mark on the cover. This looks like it was branded on with a hot iron. Yeah, I think it was done in protest against the Defense Culpability Act. There's an entry on the DC Act right here, see? In the name of her eminence, those who support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. Oh, so this is the infamous anti-lawyer law you guys always talking about. I think that's about it that is meaningful here. So I'm gonna check with Daruk here. Alright, we're gonna ask him more about the father, so we need to show him this picture. I wanted to ask you about this picture. Oh, that's a picture of your pups that Daruk found. He had a heck of a time tracking it down. He said he searched all over for it. Why? Why would he go through all of that trouble? Please tell us everything you know about Apollo's dad. Alright? Then we're also gonna probably do this. That's about this file. Can you help me figure out which pages are most relevant? Yep, sure can. I got the whole thing memorized. Okay, he's apparently good for this. See this page? Let's definitely worth a look. 34. As the son of the theorist Daruk, Nyatha was expelled from the royal family. Wait, what? Expelled from the royal family? The idea that the sins of the father are visited upon his children is deeply rooted in the minds of the Kuranese people. That would explain why the royal guard was after me, because when they realized that, oh, he's actually that, they could do this. Oh, that's right. Prosecutor Sadman was part of the royal family, wasn't he? True. Yeah, well, he was expelled after that whole thing with Daruk happened. Oh, he must have gone through hell once he entered the legal world, though. Because of the sins of the father are visited upon his children thing. Yep. In the eyes of people, Daruk is not only a traitor to his kingdom, he's also a terrorist who assassinated the previous queen. So as his son, you two, no doubt got the cold shoulder at every turn. Must be really hard on him. Yeah, the ties between father and son aren't really something you could break, even if you tried. No matter where he went, he was probably labeled the son of a criminal. But besides all, he made a name for himself throughout blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, just look at him now. He's a star prosecutor working cases around the globe. He's become a hero, pride of joy of Quran. Yes, but in the wrong direction. Now that's the Nyatha I know. Super smart, but never willing to give up. He must have studied and fought like his life depended on it to get where he is today. Well, at least we got different pages, so that's good. So we don't need to present that anymore. I don't care too much about the guy, but we're gonna have to talk about it anyway. Do you know what my biological father was like? Daruk once told me about him. He was a modern minstrel, walking the world. Minstrel? Yeah, minstrel. Walking the world and making music in his travels. Holy shit, I just realized both his mother and father are now musicians. She used to be a magician, but now she's a musician. Huh. Fair enough. This file also has some information on your real dad. It says he died in the blaze of Queen Amara's residence 23 years ago. Wait, 23 years ago? Yeah, he was basically like 2 years ago. 2 years then, Apollo. That's right. You gotta invite him over. Daruk's the kind of guy who can become fast friends with just about anyone. And it seems your pops was like that too, AJ. Hit off at the bar. And next thing you know, Daruk's asked him to play some tunes. And then the place went up in flames. Yeah, Daruk just stepped out for a second when the fire broke out. Paula, you were there too, but you were still just a baby. I remember hearing about that when I was little. Yeah, it was a crying shame. It probably just happened to take you along that day. So you were there with him when the fire broke out. But Daruk risked his life to save you. It's like Daruk done nothing but save me all my life. All your prop stuff got burned up, including anything that could have helped us identify him. All I knew about him was, at first was his stage name, Jangly Justice or something like that. Daruk said everything he could, did everything he could to dig up what little we know now. What about my mother? Do you know anything about her? All we know is that she was traveling with. All we know is she was traveling with your pops. That day she was off doing something on her own. So then she probably didn't even know my father had been with Daruk, huh? I don't remember, but I do remember the mothers talking about some sort of accident. Nothing about another child, but apparently her husband or something. But she must have been desperate to find you and your father once you've gone missing. No doubt, but Queen's assassination threw the kingdom up in chaos. This is so overwhelmed, they were probably hardly any of her help to her. Certain the legs gave out too, but never found her. And your father's stuff all burned up, we had 0 leads, and even a photo. That's how I became an orphan. Yeah, who knows? Maybe your mom read about the details of the fire in the newspaper. Oh, she figured out to die along with your pops. Well, I had no idea I'd been through all that, Apollo. To be honest, barely did Apollo. That wasn't the night I once a part of the Defend Dragons. Yep! You're that was rising star in the resistance. We vowed to fight for the cause through the legal system, to become a prosecutor and giving and Garan the smackdown in the cell. But now he's... yeah, a puppet for Garan regime. Not only that, but I know he's gonna persecute his own dad. Doesn't add up. I wonder what happened to him. Me too. I'll have to guess. I say Garan has some serious leverage on him. Leverage? Like what? I wish I knew. Well, it seems like Daruk knows. I tried to press him about it, but he wouldn't say. Come to think of it, Daruk did say... oh, I completely forgot about this part. Nyatha is suffering. Yes, he knows the rightful state of Kuran's legal system, but something forces him to bend to Garam's will, and is tearing him apart. Well, to be honest, it kinda sounds like the same thing. Apollo's family actually kinda crazy. His mom was a magician, turned got with Trucy's dad and had Trucy, and before that she was with a musician and Apollo had Apollo. And then that accident and became a musician. So in the end, she went full circle in a way. Yeah, she did. Which is very interesting. I have heard they are gonna make another game of one of these games. I hope that's true. I don't know if it's rumors or actually like basically facts. But I would want one when they either know about the mother or that they know about each other. I am not joking. With Daruk, Trucy and Daruk had jokes about Apollo and Trucy being together, even in marriage, and I'm just sitting here. For the love of God, please stop. I know your secret. Oh, they went so far with that, and I'm just sitting here like hurting in a way. So I basically wanted to be like, you two are related. So, then you believe me? Old man? And ironically, she was the only parent, surrogate or biological that is still alive, lol. Phoenix, I guess. Yeah. She is still alive, but she did have a problem, so she lost her memories, and it was just in the end of the game she regained her memories. But she still didn't want really to involve everything because she has technically been dead for... Well, how old is Trucy? I'm pretty certain around 17 or something. No, not 17, but like 16, 15 years. She has basically been pronounced dead. And I'm pretty certain I've seen Trucy as like 9 years old, and it was only with her father, so it was a long time ago. Your poor son, imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. Let's petition the government for his release and declaration of innocence. Holy shit, are we doing legal things in here now? Oh, thank you for having your death. Who's that? Hey there, Miss and May. Hard work, I see. Yes, I have my own battle that must wage. After all, there are many who suffer under the Defense Culpability Act. Another one. I just read the same thing again. Mrs. and May, please don't forget about our case too. No, I won't. I will look into it as soon as I'm able. She has started working as not a prosecutor, a defense attorney. Damn, she's going on here. What's Miss and May doing here? She's lending an ear to all those suffering under the regime's wrongful accusation. Well, his husband been in prison. Parents, his son been falsely charged. She's helping all of that types of people. So she's trying to help the revolution along in her own special way. Yep, thanks to her, more and more folks are coming over onto our side. All the people who have been unhappy with the regime have been waiting for just this chance. They started to speak out in support of us. The people are responding, and the grassroots movement is growing. Daruk's dream of revolution may finally come true. What we do about the Founders Orb? We'll probably run into the Royal Guards again the moment we leave the palace. Well, we can't stay here forever, so we'll have to think of something. I got it. Why don't you hold on to it, lads? You should be safe here, right? Oh, you can count on me. I'll get it back to you in the time for tomorrow's trial at the Hall of Justice. The funny part is, I still trust Dad. He is a weird-ass person that does more or less whatever he wants. But he is actually a very trustworthy person. What now, Apollo? Well, we got a handle on what happened 23 years ago. Maybe we should pay Daruk a visit. There's something I want to show him. I'll join you. I want to talk to him before tomorrow's trial. Maybe I should wait here then. We'll attract undue attention if we go into large of a group. I only know of Athena and Apollo being chased. Would it matter if Mr. Wright and Edgeworth were moving around? I don't think anyone would care about that. Where are we going? We're going to the detention center. We're going to a place with guards. Is that? Well, at the same time, it's only the royal guards that know us about those secret. So, yeah, I don't think it matters. Oh, hey there, son. Come to see your old man again. And I kind of forgot his voice. Not fully forgot. I'm just trying to like do my version of Kronk, I would say. It's at least how I am capable of doing Kronk's voice, but it's how I hear it, because as you all know, we all hear each other differently than we hear ourselves. Like, you all hear me differently than I hear myself, that's what I mean. So I'm trying to like more or less make it sound like it from my own voice ears, but kinda not easy. Oh, hi Daruk. Yes, they're done questioning you. Oh yeah. I think that knife that might cut his old man a little slack, but no. They really had laid it on me. Seems like they're really keen on recovering the Founders Orb. Oh, well, And I wouldn't tell them where it was. He confiscated what few possessions I left. Wait, Daruk's not wearing his Attorney's badge. Lol, now I'm just imagining Daruk saying that one Kronk meme. You mean they're all coming together? Why? What is hidden and why? No, yeah, Gani did that, and apparently, yeah, apparently Twitch didn't allow that, and I cannot even allow it. But yes, yeah, probably that word is supposed to be in chat at least. But fair enough, yes. I can go a certain length. I think that word is gonna stay hidden. I can't allow it, doesn't matter what, but yes, I know at least which meme you talk about. I don't think anyone else saw it, it's just me, and yeah. Hopefully Twitch cannot just like auto block you or something, I hope not, because I will allow that for myself to read. But I can definitely keep it away from chat. They even took that from him? Oh, wait, what was I supposed to show him? I was supposed to show him something. This? No, apparently not. What am I supposed to show him? Around 2 MPM. No, I think it's either of these two. This one? Ah, careful with that. Don't go showing it off around town, you'll be brand a rebel. But I'm not a rebel. Oh, don't be ridiculous. You're a member of the Devon Dragon simply by being my son. Yes, and it's when she realized that she would basically allow herself to chase us all down. Wonderful. Or do you think that the dragon tattoo on your rear end was just for show? Wait, we have a dragon tattoo on our ass? Hold on. That's a weird spot to have that. What? You have a tattoo on your butt? You asking to see it? Okay, to be honest, if I were in Apollo's seat, I would either just say you first, but yeah, I probably shouldn't really say something like that, but she basically wants to see my butt. Apparently, that is something. Relax, Athena, he's just jerking our chains again. You came back to Apollo having a tattoo on his ass that looks like a dragon, which is a joke, and Athena wanting to actually look at his butt. And my brain went that if I were Apollo, I would just ask you first. Don't know why my brain went there, but I was preparing food. I come back to dragon tattoo on the bum. Yep. Mostly because apparently being a son of someone. Wait, hold on. What did it say? As the son of a terrorist Daruk Nyotha being expelled from the royal family, the idea that the sins of the father are visited upon the children is deeply rooted in the minds of Kuranese people. Which means that's why they chased us down before. Because when she realized that Apollo is the son of Daruk, they were allowed to chase us down. So that is why we ended up with that, because they started chasing our ass because we had a dragon tattoo on it, apparently. It's all coming together. Well, just thought about how much the Kronk meme fits with Daruk when he sees people just joining the insurgents. They're like, oh yeah, it's all coming together, yeah. Also, damn, Athena freaky. Kinda! Kinda, actually. She just says pants down in front of everyone here, apparently. I prepared that myself. Is it well? I'm surprised you were able to gather this much information. It wasn't easy. After all the evidence from the assassination was lost in the fire. And the newly installed Hold on, did I actually learn his name? Yeah, we actually learned his name. His name is Jove Justice. And the newly installed Grand Regime was in full control of the media. Every lead I tried to follow led to a dead end. I saw Kronk and only thought of pull the lever Kronk. Yeah, I said that whenever I try to make Daruk's voice, I am imagine myself trying to sound like Kronk as good as I can, and that's how the whole Kronk thing came in. I can't really make a Kronk voice, but I'm trying my best to make myself hear an ounce of it. In no way she asked my boy to strip his pants down. She did! You'll figure out something out once today's trial is underway. After all, no one looked into this assassination since my last trial. I hope I can turn things around enough to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. I mean, ain't no way she asked my boy to... Imagine if it was flipped. For some reason that seems worse. And basically I called myself worse, but to be honest it was more of a, you want my pants down, then you're gonna have to pull your pants down. It's more of a, I don't know, equal exchange, I guess. Which still sounds weird. I confiscated all my prized jailbreaking tools. What did you expect? You had jailbreaking tools on you? I mean, no prosecutor in the right mind would let a prisoner keep stuff like that. Equal rights, equal bums in the air. Yeah, exactly. Did he take your authority's badge too? No, I thought it strange, but... just when it looked like he was going to take it from me, he changed his mind. I wonder why. I'm down. I'm down. Fair enough, actually. Indeed. I find it hard to understand anything he does these days. But for a butt makes the whole world look... yeah, I guess everyone would look for a butt. Or double butt, I don't know. You're carrying his authority's badge. You've worn it all these years, even though all lawyers are gone. Ah yes, because if I dragon's eye is the embodiment of my creed. Show the world that a dragon never yields, huh? Hey, Daruk. Why do you still wear your badge? You're not a lawyer anymore, right? This badge is my heart and soul, son. I'll never stop trying to realize my dream. Not until my very last breath. So even here, he actually was a rebel. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, but butt for a butt, pounds on the floor for pounds on the floor. Yeah, that's another way of doing it. Yeah, there are ads popping up now. I'm gonna sit here drinking my drink while we wait for the ads to be done. Oh, that actually means it's actually 8 o'clock. Someone asked me what the 9th letter of the alphabet was. It was a complete guess, but I have heard that before. But also welcome, Northwest. I'm still trying to actually pronounce your name right, good lord. Well, what is that for emote, and who has that? Scarlet the Sin. That explains why it looks so weird. You're having left eye on the right side. But welcome! I think I'm gonna stream a bit extra today, because I can. I've heard that before, and I still love it. No, wait a second, Gani, it was you who told me that. It took me 5 minutes. I remember now. I actually have a short of it. Now I remember where I remember it from. I have a short of it on my YouTube. That's why I remember it. Hold on, because of those who wants to know my YouTube, there we go. Also, what's with the hair off one? There's not a Scarletta Sin. That's such a strange emote. Well, to be fair, the first one isn't strange, it just looks strange because you decided to put the wrong eye on the wrong side. And that's what makes it looks weird. I love when my brain basically goes, you remember this, and here it is. Because I am just like, it's true! A lot of people don't know that you are actually born with 4 kidneys, and as you grow up, 2 of them become adult knees. Took me a second to understand that, and now I understand that. Oh my god. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. I really do love puns sometimes. That's why I love this game as well, because the puns of the names in this game. Oh, you should have seen last time I streamed this game when we realized this guy's name, Inga Kurkul Kurain. That's just a short name. His name is basically means he has a extreme long name, long and prompter's name. Or yeah, I had a teacher in high school that told me you'll never amount to anything. You're a procrastinator. I said, oh yeah, you just wait. Just you wait. Oh yeah. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little extra here. Technically, it is supposed to be the end of my stream. I'm gonna continue a bit more. Oh, son, would you keep my badge for me? Sure. I can't say something so important to you. That's exactly why I want you to hold on to it, Apollo. That hits too close to home. I'm placing my fate in your hands. Wanna know the best thing about his name? Wait, you mean this guy's name? Yeah, sure, tell me. I only remember his name being translated to its extremely long and prompter's name. That's basically what I remember. Alright, and make sure it stays safe. I seem to be done with this. I'm gonna have to present more stuff. I have a friend who pretty much has the same length and amount of names in his full name. Damn! That's something. I wouldn't be able to have a long name. That would just be obnoxious. Also, I don't know what I'm supposed to show this guy. I'm showing him everything. I don't think I'm done here. My sister's wedding was so emotional, even the cake was in tears. Yes, because wedding cakes have a lot of tears. I found this in the tomb. Look familiar? That's... Daruk. Where did you find it? Down between the monk statues in the tomb. Wait, hold on a second. I'm gonna check something. Nope, I can't see a thing. Nice, that's a layered joke. It really is. I thought she had the same thing. Could this be Amara's necklace? Is it yours, Daruk? Oh, it's something I bought. Why is he so suddenly acting all awkward? I wonder when I lost it. But let's have it. It's very important to me. Of course. No, don't! I'll just make a note about it for future reference. Ah, okay. I've been accused of plagiarism. Their word, not mine. True. Fair. Understanding. Apollo, I remember how Inga said he had someone dear to Ruruk. Why don't you ask about that? Alright, give it a try. I thought it was Nyatha, but apparently not. Are we wrong? Might be wrong. What did the minister mean when he said he had someone dear to you in the palm of his hand? Who was he talking about? Nyatha seemed to know, but he wouldn't tell me anything. Well, I have no idea, so... Well, you want to beadily follow his every word after he said that. It seems to me the minister was in close proximity to someone you really care about. What did the echo say to the cave? Stop copying me. Definitely did. Oh, something you really care about, that isn't Nathya. What? Don't tell me! Is there a new lady in your life, Daruk? What? No, don't be ridiculous, son. It's an old lady. Yep, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. I think that must be them. Yeah, that was the last of my drink for tonight. I can go and get more, it's just that would take some time. Not too long time, but some time. I thought of my life was Amara, but she's gone now and there will never be another. I don't think she's gone. I don't think she... I definitely don't think she's gone. You can't lie to me, you son of a bitch. Druk, have you really not met somebody new? Well, to be fair, what he said is the love of my life was Amara, but she's gone and there will never be another. He could basically lie about Amara being the love of his life, or that she's gone, or that will be no other. I had a mega brain fart for a split second. I thought it said squids and not liquids. Yes, because I like my squids. I'm gonna check his face first. Why do I feel... No, it's not his face. Nothing seems to move here. What else can we check? Ah, I think we can check something here, right? There has to be something that is like not too obvious. Up.
Gotcha.
There we go. Daruk, you can't fool me. You tense up when you said, but she's gone now. And you unconsciously moved your arm, causing something to press up against your jacket. How did you do that? Oh, so that's it. You're hiding a woman's foot. Mate, he lied about her being gone, not about another woman in his life. Nothing seems to move here. Lips moving. Am I joking? Fair enough. I'm talking about unintentional moving. You don't have to keep secret like that from me, Daruk. You're an eligible bachelor now, but you'll introduce her to me at some point, right? I keep telling you, there is no other woman. Fine, then let's see it. What were you hiding up your sleeve? It's just this, certified. But that's the pendant you found in Amara's tomb. See, I wasn't trying to hide anything. Why did it tense up? Dude, let me take in and take a look at that. We took it back again. Hey, what's this button for? Whoa! And there we have Nanya, also known as Amara. She never died in the fire. So I guess we were right. Wait a second. Does that mean that Nathia and Raifa are actually brothers and sisters? I kinda hope so, because I'm like, yes, Rafia is not really the greatest person, but I will blame that on bad upbringing and her being herself, which means not really smart. But to be honest, having a better family than those two, yes, definitely. But at the same time, she is not... Oh, nah, at the same time, I don't think it would. Because she is only like, what was it, 14. And in the fire, she was supposed to die 23 years ago. Nah, that's not it. I had a thought before. Did they never perform the seance after her supposed death? Good fucking question, actually. Did they never do that? Oh shit, I never thought of that. They must have, but then they wouldn't see anything. But they know when they don't reach them, because they did that with the other person. That when they couldn't reach the other person, they just said, we can't reach the spirit. Also, there's a fingerprint on this thing as well. Because if they didn't, then why the fuck not? And if they did, no one would have answered. Yes, exactly. Okay, now I'm actually very intrigued. But if she's still alive, that means someone died in the fire. They do know someone died in the fire, which they believe might have been Amara. So that means that was basically Joe Justice, and they do actually have someone they can check. It's a picture of Daruk as some lady, and she's really young looking too. Mon Dieu, are you into a younger woman? Mate, even he is younger in this one. Daruk, you old dog. You got yourself a younger lover. Will you stop with this nonsense? This is Amara before she died. If you take a closer look, you'll see that I was younger too. Ah, hey, you're right. That's no fun. Wait a second. Haven't we seen this woman before? Now that you mention it. Yeah, she's here. The woman in the pendant is also the one in this photo. Apollo, where did you get this? From the safe in Inga's room. Apollo, if this is Queen Amara, it had to have been taken at least 23 years ago. But that's just not possible. Yeah, I just noticed the same thing. And here's why. The Defiant Dragon. Take that! There were no... Look closer, bruh. You'll be blind not to see that. Yeah, exactly. Even I saw that, but we have basically seen him as in his younger days. Take a look at the law book. It has the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. But that mark didn't exist until after you started your revolutionary activities, Daruk. So this photo must have been taken after Garan came into power. And that didn't happen until after Amara was assassinated. Oh. So then how could Amara even be in this photo? I completely forgot about that part. I did not even remember she was alive. Wait a second. That would mean that Amara is still alive? Looks like you found me out, son. Wait, so it's actually true? Yep, it seems like it is. Yeah, so someone dear to Daruk and Nyatha basically is in their hands. And I guess that's why both of them are basically, we're gonna have to go through with this. Daruk, what do you mean Amara is still alive? I thought she was been assassinated. So did I. But it seems she made it out alive, only to be held captive by Garan's regime. Why would he do that? When I fled from the law and went underground 23 years ago, I had some shocking news from a Defiant Dragon spy. Rumors of Queen Amara being sighted in the palace. And those rumors turned out to be true. Yes, I snuck into the palace to see myself. She was confident with the grind and the grounds, but otherwise she was as fit as a fiddle. So then, the sarcophagus in the tomb is empty. Yes, the entire tomb is one big charade. Gran had it built to stage Amara's death. So we're not going to be cursed by her adventure spirit. That's a relief. Is it just me, or is Daruk's voice getting older and older? You mean me? I have no idea. I'm just trying my best here to not, like, change the voice. She was being held under virtual house arrest. So I freed her and made a run for it. I don't know, I don't feel I changed the voice too much. I felt I kinda lost it a bit. I'm trying to find it again. So this photo was taken back then? Or wait, did I just make another voice for Daruk? I didn't even realize if I did. It can't happen. There's a fingerprint on the metal part. I guess the Daruk's must have left it by accident. I don't think so. Oh, Mr. Sadman, I want to hear all about how you ran away with Queen Amara. I don't think he ran away with her. She's still in there. I'm surprised Amara agreed to run away with you. I mean, Graham must have told her that you tried to kill her. I tried to convince her that I wasn't the one who set the blaze. And she believed you? She said, and I quote, I shall accompany you so I may be certain of the truth myself. She always was a tough one to read. Not a different, but just older and more airy. I don't know, I might just drop it right now. I don't know what happened. Different voice. Yeah. I bet she was thrilled that you came to her rescue. Be set free by your beloved. It's like something out of a fairy tale. Yeah, well, there was no happily ever after once Garam's people caught up with us. They took Amara away to who knows where. I snuck back into the palace and searched high and low for her, but no avail. They probably moved her to some remote mountain prison or the like. Daruk, does Nathan know about this? He knows she's his true mother. I told him as much. Wait, is that why Nathia is following the Garam's orders? Most likely. So then, do you think that deep down he doesn't really want to prosecute you? Well, he's not the one to show his feelings. Lately has been no idea of what he's thinking. Apollo, we need to grill the queen about Amara when we had the chance. I was wondering about something. The little baby the lady's holding, is that Prosecutor Sadman? Nope. Not necessarily. It could just as well be me. After all, we're only 1 year apart. Yes! Oh, wait, actually, that's true. No, it could not be true, because they were with him. I don't know. I mean, the kid in the picture is too cute to be you. Let's settle this by asking Daruk himself. Well, now I can at least present it. Before, apparently, it didn't matter. Daruk, about the cute little kid in this big photo, is that me? What are you talking about? See, I told you what Prosecutor Sadman. No, it's Raifa. Oh, I see. Well, either way, it's not you, son. So then, if it's Nyatha, it was taken when he was about a year old, right? And that would mean you ran away with Amara around 22 or 23 years ago? Pretty good with numbers, son. I'm impressive. Huh. What kind of answer is that? Yeah, it's not an answer. Before you go, son, there is something else I need to tell you. Something important. What is it, Daruk? I've never seen you act so serious before. Alright, what's important? Tell me your secrets. Oh, I remember where I started saying that. The first stream of another Code R. Tell me your secrets. Oh, that was such a long time ago, but I'm always gonna remember that. So what is this something important you have to tell me? To me, it's a big answer, it's neither of you. Yeah, like even my first idea was, oh, that must be Raifa. Because it was after the revolution, or around when the revolution started. Listen, son, even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow. Because how else would a kid actually manage to escape if one of them was still there? I don't have long to live. Huh? Well, that came out of nowhere. What are you talking about? What I mean is, I already hear the Twilight Realm calling my name. There is no escape death now that it has its scythe on me. What? Is this another one of your jokes? I wish it was. You can't fool me, Daruk. That's strange. Why isn't my bracelet reacting? Are you sick? It's something like that. So you're not joking? I'm afraid not, son. Sorry. Isn't there a cure? Or at least some sort of treatment? Unfortunately, no. For what I've got. If you need some kind of surgery, I'll work hard until I can pay for it. So please. It's too late. There's nothing to be done now. But you always said dragon never yields, so why are you giving up now? Apollo, I'm sorry. I really am. I don't understand. Why is this happening, Rook? Why? Nah, it's too convenient to be brought up now. Listen, Apollo, I got a favor to ask you. But keep quiet about this. I don't want my fellow dragons to find out. They'd lose all hope if they knew I was dying. Would you do that for me? Of course. For some reason, I still feel it's way too convenient. It's way too convenient to be now. I thought that this time would finally... Now? God damn it, why? Apollo. Listen, son. I don't have much longer to live, but I'll never let them execute me. Not before I finish what I need to do. I know, the Rook. There's no way I'm going to let them prove your guilt. Before it goes, I'm going to turn back time by fighting the wrongs that have been done. I'm kinda confused what's going on with him. Because I understand him fighting for freedom, but for him basically going, I don't have long to live, like it's, don't try to actually help me. I don't know what's going on here. And he also said it's kinda like it. Kinda like the sea, so I don't know what it is. Son, I have one more big secret. What? There's something else you've been hiding from me? I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. What is that? I have another secret. Oh, what is it? Oh, I can't tell you. Then why did you bring it up, mate? Forgive me. You'll just have to find out yourself. That's the only way. I don't understand the Rook. Apollo, in court tomorrow. You may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son after all. Did he kill Jove Justice? What is he talking about? Wait, he's not going to reveal that he's actually is the killer, is he? Looks we'll run out of the things to discuss. Apollo, are you okay? I'm fine. I think. Jesus! Did the crowd outside count down to 5 and all of them started at the same time? What's going on out there? Sounds like the pod is getting started without me. Huh? It's coming from the temple. Let's go, Apollo, and take a look. I guess so. Jesus, okay, shit is happening. Found out my secret, but you'll get no hints. Bro, how the fuck are you gonna go about that? You don't even know if you're found out a secret. Yeah, exactly. Man, if he keeps talking, it feels like he's gonna reveal his name as Gold Roger and then tell us about his secret treasure, the One Piece. I didn't even know that was actually a One Piece reference. I've never watched that. Temple, right, we're going to the temple. Is that close by? Or was it just so loud we actually heard it basically rumble throughout the whole Quran? Well, what is all this? It's a problem, that's what it is.
Ow, ow, ow! Let go, will ya?
I kind of got his name and his voice right.
Huh? Well, look at that. The people are coming to take their courts back.
Don't hold back, men! Arrest them all!
All? It is basically 80% of your kingdom. I'm pretty certain if you arrest them all, there will be no one else in Kurain at all. Wow, they are doing some stuff here. Even kids are here. Oh, that's because they also keep other people that are innocent. Fair enough, actually. Like, sure, they don't know if they're innocent or not, but to be honest, everyone they've kept in there is basically, we believe it might be you, you're the one. When you've lost the common folk, you've lost your kingdom and power. Yep. This is really something. Looks like that's a missing inmate are leading the charge. You unenlightened fools. Do you honestly think this will change anything? Yete, why do you keep serving that witch Gran? Yeah, he's just standing there. Hi there. You again. What's going on here? It would appear that the insurgents are fanning the flames of rebellion. But I never thought it would grow so large. Well, that's because you're either blind or you just want to turn a blind side to everything that's happening. However, they will be under arrest shortly. Reinforcements are almost here. You'll be arrested, just for protesting. They are aiding an abetting criminal by seeking his release. Her Eminence the Queen Graham has ordered they arrested and judged en masse. But weren't you the one member of the Defiant Dragon too? How can you go along with this? I am simply following the orders of Her Eminence, as handed down. No, it can't be as simple as that. Listen, Natha, there's something I want to talk to you about. Hey, you are not getting away this time. We need to talk. I see there's no reasoning with you. Very well. Speak. Jesus, do we really need to speak with this guy? Yatha, you really have to serve as prosecutor on Daruk's case. I mean, prosecuting your own flesh and blood, it's just not right. Again, with this drivel. Your ethical standards are not the be-all, end-all world around you. The world around you. Yeah, I'm not getting another debate with him. Nyatha, did you know that Daruk is sick? What? He apparently doesn't have much longer to live. He was found guilty, probably won't even make it until his execution day. What are you talking about? Knowing this, I'm really prepared to send any already dying man to his grave. Well, enough with the Sen Montag, Nyatha. Tell me how you really feel. Mr. Justice, each person is born with a role to fulfill, and I must fulfill mine. Well, I'm not convinced that taking Daruk to trial is a part of your lot in life. As for why you've been at Kuran's every beck and call, I think I might have the answer. Nyatha, you know the truth about your mother, don't you? How about the former queen is still alive and being held somewhere? So Daruk told you, didn't he? Yes, it's true. My mother was spirited away to some remote corner of this kingdom. Nope, she is not. She is here, and actually, well, I don't know how well she is now, but she's here. To keep her safe from harm. Safe from harm, huh? But Daruk said the Garam regime is holding her captive. No, they are keeping her safe. So you don't know where Amara is being held? I only know that it's somewhere secluded hideaway, where visitors are not allowed. I have heard she's led a simple life akin to of the monastic disciples. I have no idea what that meant. Sure sounds like she's being held captive to me. Listen, Nathan. Aren't you really doing the Queen's bidding because she's holding Amara captive? The last thing they should do at this point in time is try to arrest all of the people there. It will only fuel the people's hate and further convince them all that the regime needs to fall. Yeah, first you get the 20, after that you get the 75 because all of them are pissed now, and then you get the 100, and then there is no one left. Basically a domino effect. Sure, they might have been 5 to begin with, now it's 50, then it's 100, then it's 105, like it doesn't stop. And this whole thing with Daruk, you know it didn't really kill Inga, don't you? Daruk doesn't have much longer to live, so I want to help him for however I can. This time it's our turn. And this is what we discussed last time for those who wasn't here. Nyatha kinda looks like a girl from this angle. More girlish at least. It's our turn to help the Rook however we can. He's gonna completely abolish this. What you speak of is futile. Let it go and move on. The guilty verdict, the hopelessness. You must resign yourself to it all. Clinging to the false hope will only serve to magnify your future despair. I've always joked about him saying that to himself, but I'm getting the feeling him trying to say that to himself all the time. Yetha, are you really going to just roll over on this? Yes. He's weak. I've no more time for idle chatter. I must prepare for tomorrow's trial. Now, if you excuse me. Apollo, I sense a whirlpool of emotions coming from within Prosecutor Sadman just now. Anger, shock, bewilderment, and an icy sorrow as deep as dark as an abyss. Yeah, I picked up on that too. I have zero respect for this dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I have any respect for him. Like, he basically decided to go on with this. Yes, as we discussed with another person, he has a leash on himself as well. But he basically decided to not even try to remove it. He's just standing here, menacingly, not doing anything. Looks like Daruk really won't be the only one who need help tomorrow. I think it's about time to pay Queen Garam another visit and ask her about her sister Namara. This is gonna go well. If we didn't need a private execution, we might as well get a public one. Gonna talk straight on out where Amara is. And not only that, I'm playing as Apollo. They will try to basically apprehend me. The royal guard isn't around. Is that a Raifa? Because Howe, that must be Raifa. Oh yeah. Just as more than speaking the truth. Is that Prince of Raifa and Queen Garan over there? You deceive me too, mother. How can I believe a word you say again? I am kinda glad for her actually standing up to her own mother. To basically, you have been lying to me. What that means, she's more on our... Well, she's not really on our side. But we basically have been pointing out some shit that's been happening. And now she's talking to her mother about that. And basically, you have been doing some bad shit. I can say this. Yes, she's not... I don't fully trust what's going on. But she's trying her best to be good. She's not good at being good. But she's trying. Because everything she's talking about is being good for the people, if she can rule and all of that. Is she smart enough to do that? Not yet, at least. You... Yep. Now she runs off like a child again. Hi there! Your benevolence. I can help... Here comes the smack again. Hi there! And she runs off. Are you okay, Mr. Wright? I can't believe she actually punched you. I am used to it by now. What's the matter with the princess? It's not like she was arguing with her mother. Maybe it has something to do with this picture. Rival said she has to ask her mother about some secret or another as soon as she saw it. So then, does that mean that Princess Raifa knows what really happened? Yes, because Princess Raifa was basically raised by Amara. That Amara wasn't assassinated and still very much alive. It would seem so, and she doesn't seem to be taking Garan's lies very well. I'm glad for that. It might be her mother, but I'm glad she's still... You have lied to the people. You have fucked up. But that's no surprise considering how much Raifa reveres her mother. That would definitely cause her a great deal of anguish and sadness. Eavesdropping, are we? How very rude. You there, are you not Daruk's son? Don't say nice to meet you. She basically sent some people after you. We're actually there to speak with you, if you could spare a moment. Oh, holy shit, you actually can spare a moment. Your Eminence, Daruk told me about Amara. About she's still alive, that is. We know not of what you speak. Jesus. After Daruk learned Amara was still alive, he rescued her, and they ran off together. But she was captured and remained captive in secret location to this day. As for Naitha, doing your bidding, it's only because Amara's life is in your hands. What an active imagination you have. Okay, she apparently have guards around here. I want to punch both of them, but I feel like either gonna get stabbed or shot, because I realize I actually do have guns. Anyway, she's not going to play dumb. I'll just have to jog her memory with some evidence. There we go. Your Eminence, I ask you to take a look at this photo. Why, that's... Amara. It's a photo of Amara. And here you can see a law book bearing the mark of the Defiant Dragons. I believe you know what that means. Very well. Royal Guards, stand down. You wanna look at this photograph? Yeah, fair enough. That's where my brain went, at least. It seems there's no longer need to perpetuate this charade any longer. We shall speak of all we know. Yeah, sure. So then you admit Amara is still alive? Yes. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Yeah, I think we're all thinking the same thing. Yes, she is under our protection in a safe location. I think you mean being held prisoner. And where is she being kept? Now why would we tell the son of a traitor that? I guess she has a point there. Now heed our warning, horned devil. I would not be wise to inform the people that Amara is yet lives. It would only serve to plunge public order into chaos. Like you already not done that yourself, mate. It's already in chaos, and this was basically be like, oh, fuck you, you have lied to us. I have no intention of doing that. Besides, there are real terrorists out there who might try to kill her. Good. Now, there was something we have been meaning to ask you. Do you know what had become of the Founder's Orb? Nope. The Founder's Orb went missing after Daruk took it into the tomb. Oh, the Founder's Orb were missing after Daruk took it into the tomb. As his son, we thought you might know something of its current whereabouts. I knew it. I suppose I should thank you for a little free running tour of Khura'in. That was the royal god's own doing. Hell no, it wasn't. You were whispering in their ears, you bugger. Nice try, lady. But now we're definitely not going to get the orb ever. Why do you want the orb so badly anyway? Because it would be most dangerous in the wrong hands. It must be recovered. Is the legend true? Can the orb really impart spiritual power? For a revolutionist, the easiest and smartest, depending on how you look at it, thing to do would be to cause an uproar. Yeah, and basically they've caused their own uproar by doing the legal act, which everyone hates now. And if we actually would tell them about the Mara's truth, yeah, they would basically be, hey, hold on, why isn't she in the ruling then? Why are you ruling? Like, you have been lying to us too much, you're going down. Are you worried that someone could overthrow you with it? The Holy Mother's power is without equal. Should Her Holiness once again return to her world, she could conceivably bestow power upon the one who unlocked the orb's secret. I guess it makes sense considering spirit channeling is a fact of life, yeah? So we ask you, Horn Devil, did you receive the Founder's Orb from the room? Does it look like it did? So you like playing games, don't you? Oh, for goodness sake. Jesus, where did you all come from? Well? Damn, they're shouting a lot. Okay, what exactly did they take? Because yes, they're searching for the orb, but I'm pretty certain they're just... You're wait, for the first of all, you asked him to show his ass to you. Jesus. And there's nothing there. Rest in peace, my poor tattered dignity. There's no Founder's Orb, Your Eminence. So, you have hidden it somewhere. And no matter, we shall recover it in one way or another. Once you're found guilty of abetting the accused. Druk was right, she really is bent on getting the orb. Mother! Whoa. Oh, looks like the princess is back. I took a stroll to calm myself, but I still find this situation unacceptable. The people must be informed about Queen Amara. So she does know about that. Raifa, you do not need yet to possess a clear grasp of how government and its people interact. There will always be secrets that must be kept from the ignorant masses. Yeah, like, I really wish to rule, please don't tell anyone. Easiest way to explain it. You have little faith in our people, Mother. But this is the royal priestess' duty to always speak the truth. And as such, I cannot remain silent, and I will not. The truth, you say? Your mind has been poisoned by the barbed one. Oh, it was an honor and pleasure, Your Eminence. I don't know if he actually, like, mean what he says right now. It's not a government, it's a tyranny. It is. I can definitely agree there. I don't know if he actually has no idea that what he just meant, or if he actually is taking the piss, which I love. Like, oh, I'm so glad I taught your daughter about truth and justice. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child, after all. Now, if you would excuse us. Discipline? Coming from her, I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Well, Apollo, let's head back to the safe house for now. Good idea. We need to go over what we found and collect our thoughts. Ah, you're back, yeah. Thank you for holding down the fort, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Sorry it took so long. Hope you weren't too bored. I watched the Plume punish a warrior of Neon Twilight Realm while you were gone. And my verdict is, it's an outrage. Especially its theme song. Even worse, the people here believe it's an original. I'm not sure what he's babbling about, but at least it seems he wasn't bored. I love it basically went like, oh my god, this is actually something just ripped off of something. Moving along to things that actually matters. We have gathered about all the information and evidence we can concerning this case. Wanna know something that would have turned this on its head and stripped her of all her power in mere moments? Bringing Amara back, talking about the truth. Princess actually telling the people. I don't know, it has something to do with Amara, I guess. Alright, talk about everything here. The orb trial, Maya's abduction, and the murder of the mastermind behind all, Justice Minister Inga. That's a lot to consider. They think you have all the facts straight in your head? Yep, I got it covered, Mr. Rye. It's the truth about what really went down that's going to be the problem. Yeah, it's like the more we learn about this case, the less we understand. I agree. There is deep darkness enveloping this case. I'm almost afraid of what we'll find once we lift the black veil. Suffice to say, the real killer is certainly waiting underneath. The real killer, huh? Now that's the million-dollar question. Who killed Inga and why? Think, Apollo. Would you say he had a motive to commit crime? I for one am drawing a complete blank. I want to know how the killer slipped into the tomb, killed Inga and slipped back out, without even being seen. That's a bona fide locked room mystery right there. We have collected plenty of evidence and statements. I just hope the rest comes out in court. It'll be a thinner tightrope than usual, that's for sure. Athena having a hidden camera and live streaming both the population and the rest of the world suggests Athena because she already had her gizmo. Yeah, fair enough actually. Unfortunately, I don't think it has a camera. It only has a screen. And it helps out with her thing. But yeah, that is actually true. Any sort of camera would basically just be, you are fucking lost here. This case has one big fly in the ointment. In order to prove the Rook completely innocent, we'll also have to exonerate him of the crime committed 23 years ago. Amara's supposed assassination. Right, we know Amara's still alive, but the Rook could still charge with plotting to kill her. We couldn't discover the truth, even after the 2 decades of investigating. So biggest hurdle is going to be a complete lack of evidence. The fire made sure of that. Mr. Wright, have you ever won a case without any evidence? Would be an instant checkmate. It really would. No, that's one thing I've never done before. Trial unpresented that even in the decorated and how I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. Of the Right Anything Agency, because I'm gonna say something that's not supposed to be there. I can't help but wonder what there really no evidence left behind. Oh, we can't forget about the Defense Culpability Act. Those with supposed criminal will be just as guilty. And alles. I think, I hope, I don't know. In short, if the Rook is found guilty and is sentenced to death, we'll likely join him in a very public execution. Mate, I don't know how to pronounce it, and if I pronounce it wrong, I know exactly what I'm gonna be saying. Hold on, let me find it here. Annuls. Is that it? I actually had to Google it up because I can only think of one thing there because it's way too similar. And I couldn't goddamn figure out how else it would be pronounced. Beat the charges or die? What kind of crazy upside down legal system is this anyway? Oh, don't worry. I can't ask someone as young as you to risk your life, Athena. So tomorrow it'll just be me and Apollo on the courtroom floor. Well, you can support us by watching from the gallery. What? No! I wanna help. I'm part of the agency too, after all. Sorry, but this is a direct order from your boss. I was gonna snooze to add because I don't know if I'm gonna do too much more. Plus, there's Prosecutor Blackwell to think of. He said he'd use me for assault practice if I put you in harm's way. Simon? Well, at least promise me this, you two. Promise me you'll make it back alive. Make it back alive, huh? What's with that face, Apollo? I never inspired confidence in your client like that. And I'll play right into the prosecutor's hands. Remember, the worst times are when lawyers have to force the biggest smiles. Yeah, you're right. Even when it seems hopeless, or when there's not a shred of evidence to be found. We can never let it show on our faces, right? Yeah, I guess this is gonna be like a to be continued. So I'm gonna actually stop here. But I will actually be able to do that tomorrow. When push comes to shove, I'll be able to force my biggest smile. That's a good question. Yeah. So I'm actually going to end the stream here because it's a good time to do that.